And we're back with another outstanding edition of Square Table Degenerates. Today is the DeShaun Watson Newswatch parade. We're watching it, man. It's early. I got up early, bro. Early. Motherfuckers think I was going to be here at 5:30, huh? Yeah, we had a long weekend. We went down to Smashville. You know, you talk about Nashville, bro. There's a lot of people down there. A lot of people. Highly recommend it. What's up, Doofer? We're rocking it, bro. We are rocking it. Angie's in the house. Who else is out there? Now listen, I'm going at 5:30 because today's the day they finally released the Watson news. And I know a lot of you don't care over in Europe, but man, this is big for us football fans, American football fans here in the States, bro. We traded for this guy, and he had some conduct referral issues going on, and it didn't work the way they wanted it to. So we'll see. So welcome everybody, man. We don't have to talk just Watson. We can talk whatever. Just a catch-up show here. Catch up from over the weekend because I ain't gonna go Friday. Some people might say this is early. It might be stupid. I don't know. What am I gonna do? I wanted to beat the news teams. I wanted to beat the news guys. If you're out there and you got information about DeShaun, let me know. Other than that, we're just fucking killing it, man. Rocking it. It's Monday morning. It's 5:30. It's time to party. I'm chilling. I'm checking Twitter. I'm fucking glued to Twitter today, people. I heard 9 o'clock on the ruling. I don't know what time it's going to be out. Yeah, Ezra, how you doing, sir? What's up, buddy? Can we talk about Blake? Fucking A, you can talk about Blake. If you anything you want to say about Blake, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. He's a nice guy. If you want to say, if you want to make up things, let's be real. Blake isn't getting up for another 3 hours, so you can say whatever you want. He's still sleeping. He's not here to defend himself. He's not. So yeah, you can definitely talk about Blake. Definitely. I mean, if the chat that goes for any show, man. I'm not gonna see. I mean, if a guest is here, I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if we're just talking about whatever, and you guys want to talk about anything else in the chat because the topic's boring, I seriously don't care, man. I realize not everybody topics can be for everybody. I mean, not. You know, I'm a NFL football fan, man. Not everybody likes football. Not everybody has access to it. If you're in like Gloucester or fucking Leeds, Northampton, some city like that in England, you don't have a football team, an American football team. You don't. So, I mean, I would expect you to do that, bro, if you're living in Gloucester. I don't even know what Gloucester is. Is it even a city, Gloucester? I don't even know. Women's football. I used to put on some pads and run into somebody. You say that shit, son? Shit. Football is it's crazy, Kevin, because you would have been lying like me because you're a bigger boy. Us linemen, we just put on pads and run right into each other all the time in practice. Boom, boom. That's why we all got brain issues, bro. He says, I love Blake, but I bet money he would be violating the bear. Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you think Blake is doing right now? Let's see. It's 5:30 Eastern, so it's 4:30 his time. 4:30 in the morning. He probably got up to pee. I know he's not up yet. Probably got up to pee. I don't think he's fucking the bear. He probably has a girl over. I don't know. But you're a woman, so I wouldn't expect you to play hardcore football. My school played rugby. I hated it. Rugby's a different animal. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Some people call it men's football, but I mean, the hitting's not as violent because you don't have pads on. And I know that sounds weird, but man, you could get a full head of steam and fuck some bad with them pads, bro. You really can. You really can, dude. Full force. Shit. All right, we're checking Twitter. If anybody has any Twitter news about DeShaun, let me know. They said 9 o'clock. I don't know. I'll break it as I get it. I mean, I don't really have any inside sources. I'm just following Twitter. So, I don't know, but we can talk about whatever you want, bro. I don't give a fuck. This morning time, we're just having fun. Who would I rather look at running around a football match, Wayne Rooney or a smoking hot Swedish football player? Well, I mean, I get it. But, I mean, there's a separation. Like, I enjoy watching football sports with girls, with women. I know some people get offended when you say girls, whatever. Now, listen. If you're going to get offended by me calling a woman, a chick, a girl, a female, basic shit, the world's probably not for you. When I say not, I'm not even just saying me. I'm just saying the world. Like, if you get offended by that kind of minutia, the world's not for you. You just really need to find a new world. Like, I don't know how to tell you this. Some of you people need to find a new world. Like, it's not working for you in this one. Like, you can't get offended by tiny words. And I'm not speaking to anybody specific who would ever watch the show, typically, but my God. If somebody says, hey, what's up, ladies? Or what's up, girls? And you go like, oh my God, you call us girls. You can't call us girls. We're strong women. We're not girls. Just don't. Just leave. Just find the exit door to the planet, leave, and go find a new planet. Because it's not going to work out here for you. I'm sorry. It's just not. Rooney would probably roll off the pitch these days. Yeah, that's the thing too. A lot of that hitting, man. Captain, with the dimension stuff, CTE, and CTE is cardioencephalopathy, some shit. No, not cardio. Cerebral thorax encephalitis, maybe? I don't know. But you guys, I'm not a doctor, but just look up CTE and the symptoms. I don't know what it stands for. I know I pride myself. And let's look it up, because I don't want to fucking come out here and start talking shit about something and I don't know what it's called. I know what the abbreviation stands for. CTE is chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Encephalopathy. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Okay, so it's a progressive brain condition that's caused to be treated by repeated blows to the head and episodes of concussion. Now, they say that 90% of football players have that CTE, and a lot of boxers have it. So, like, not everybody is gonna, or everybody. I mean, if 99% of football players have it, you can't not have it and fucking be in a contact sport. And if it's that high, 99%, I mean, you can't say that like a bunch of kids just don't have it from regular fighting. I mean, it's something you can't avoid. We do use the F word around here, sir. If you want, if you are an exclusive member, you can say whatever you want, bro. Whatever you want. This is fucking autocorrect. Dr. Joey in the house. Yeah, I haven't smoked yet. Still like, oh, yeah, we're doing gummies for Super Chats. We are doing early morning gummies. And I know it's crazy early for gummies, but I got gummies over there. If you guys Super Chat me. Now, listen, it's not going to be like $1. I know What the Fuck Mike and all those guys were like, we were on Jimmy's channel the other day and they just kept doing $1 Super Chats. It's got to be $4.20 or higher, okay? On the Super Chat amount, if you Super Chat $4.20 or higher, if it's pounds, it could be the equivalent, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math, but then I'll do a gummy. But I'm not going to do gummies for fucking $1 Super Chats. I might if I get bored, but if you guys do Super Chats, we are doing it. We are on DeShaun Watson Watch for those of you just joining us. For those of you in Europe, England, the UK, any place over, just not America. You don't know what American football is? I'm sorry. We're just here to have fun then. We really are. And once the Watson news drops, once I get a solid date on Twitter from somebody with the blue check, it's probably looking like 4 games, I would say. You're going to see reports. It's not going to be 0, I'll tell you that, because they wouldn't have appealed and going back and forth if it was a 0-day suspension. So that makes no sense. So Jeff Tucker and those guys thought it was going to be 0 days. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be at least probably 4. I would venture to say 4 the way it's been going. I'd be surprised if it was higher than 8. I'd be shocked if it was 12. I don't think it's going to be that high. I just don't think they have the evidence. They don't have the fucking whatever. So they're not going to do 12. So I'd say right in that 4 to 8. Hopefully trending towards 4. If they've been fighting the past couple days, who knows? It's definitely not going to be 0, though. It says, the only thing with CTE is they can only they can only figure it out post-mortem. So Louise is right. So you can only find that out, like, if you look in the brain. So, like, it's not something we're going to know in live people. Let me tell you something funny about that, too. Like, in the state of Ohio, CTE is one of the conditions for smoking weed. But you don't know if you have CTE until you're dead. So, like, what are you going to do? Could you die and then fucking come back to life and smoke weed? We're damn ridiculous. DeShaun Watson is fucking amazing, actually. I'll give you some background. So in 2017, the Browns had a draft, and we were picking first. Every year the NFL, National Football League, meets in April for the draft, the player selection draft. And it goes in reverse order of how you finished that last year. So like the Browns in 2016 were like 0-16. They're the worst team in the league. You're fucking horrible. So we had the first pick. And that's the year we got this guy called Myles Garrett. But we passed on DeShaun Watson that game. We actually traded. We had the pick we traded to the Houston Texans. We traded that pick. We traded down. They drafted DeShaun. He went out and went good. And then last year, we'll talk about what happened. I mean, he has an issue with it's not if it's an issue or not. Some people say this. He likes happy endings with massages. He does. So like he would get all these random massage therapists from Instagram and hit him up and be like, "Yo, I need a massage," and I don't know what he did exactly. Gave him $100, said, "Fucking jack me off," something like that. But long story short, there was like 65 different many of these people. So he had an addiction to these alcohol massage therapists. And he didn't play all last year. He wasn't suspended. He just didn't play all of last year. So he's well rested. And then last summer, there was a bidding war. Basically, all the 3, 4, 5 NFL teams, basically threw whatever they could at, the Houston Texans in terms of a trade. And DeShaun got to basically pick where he went. The reason the Browns got him is because we made all the money guaranteed in contract. First time it's ever been done in NFL history. So that's why they got him there. And right now we traded for him before we got this news. We knew this was coming down. So there we go. Quarterback for the Lakers. The Lakers are a basketball team, actually. I'm not a big, I don't know. The Lakers are okay, but they got LeBron now. Everybody knows LeBron. The Lakers are, who knows? It's still early. I'll tell you what, though, it's amazing if you're fucking before 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern, I can have 7 to 10 people up here kicking it with me. I know a lot of you guys are, some of you guys are just staying up late from the night before, which is fine. Some of you guys are just getting up. I should open up the panel, but I don't know who's, if I open up the panel, would anybody jump on, or are you guys all at work? I know it's Monday. I don't want to open up the panel and just talk to myself. I don't want to open the panel and just talk to one person, too. I mean, if I have 2 or 3 guys will jump up, I could open it up, but we'll see. I know it's still way early, and I didn't consult with nobody on the stream. I just wanted to go live. I didn't go live all weekend. What the fuck do you want me to say? We're still on watch. Let's see what Twitter has to update. I'm about to smoke some weed here in a second. We are doing gummies for Super Chats if you guys are that bored. Let's see. Anything in Twitter. We can talk about wrestling too. I know SummerSlam was out there. Who won the Ric Flair match, if anybody knows? I don't really care that much. Is Ric Flair still alive after last night's match? I don't know. All right, Doof will come up. All right, cool. You know what? I am going to open up the panel. Stand by. Let me drop. Oh, she dropped the super chat. Let me get the gummy first. Hold on. Today's flavor is going to be Tangerine Dream. I'm kind of sick of these Tangerine ones. I don't know why they're getting so many of them, but fucking A, bro. Fucking A. All right, here is the link for those of you who want to join up. Mr. Doof Field, come on up, bro. We'll have some fun, man. We'll have some fun if you want to come up. I know you're not a football guy. You're not an American football guy, but we'll teach you. We'll teach you if you need to. And if not, you're just here for the party. I do that with soccer, with your guys' Premier League. I guess in honor of DeShaun, they're orange today. Look at that. Somebody that's coming up DeShaun. Hell yeah. You don't want a chick up there talking sports. No, I don't care. I'll have women, kids. I don't want kids up here, but like women, different. I guess I'd say just women. Let's say different, all kinds of different things, but I guess women be the only one. But yeah, cheers. Thanks, Dan. You made the thing jump. I haven't had a payment or super chat in like a week. I haven't been live in a week. I haven't. I was on vacation. I was. Man, that gummy's gonna smack. I heard, boy. I feel it. It's not even 6 o'clock. I don't think I've ever had a gummy that early. Nice. Hell yeah. I'm a mix of Blake and Robert. Yeah, but Doof, I'll tell you what, Doof is a good-looking bitch, bro. He's a good-looking dude. He really is, man. You guys thinking, those of you out there thinking Doof is not a sexy beast, you're lying. He's a good-looking dude. All right. Ooh, man. That little 20 smacking me, bro. I don't think I've ever had a 20 smack me. I've never done a gummy. I don't know if I have done a gummy. Can't even talk. I don't even know if I have done a gummy this early before. I don't know if I have or not. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Live from, where he's at. It's Doof.
Worcester, United Kingdom.
Worcester. I know he's in the UK. I know that. I know he's in England. And he probably told me that 100 times. But, it's 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm high. So I'm not high yet, but I'm on my way. Jesus, that one little gummy is fucking killing me. What's up, buddy? How you feeling, man?
Not bad, man. Thanks for saying I'm a beautiful person as well. Thank you.
Hell yeah, everybody's beautiful in their own way. Some of us are just better looking. All right, here we go. There's let's get a good background up here. Hold Oh, on the alternate one, that's why. Oh, we got these new videos. I forgot about these. Let me show you these guys' videos. I think we've seen these ones, but this is funny. Hold on.
That's it. You people have stood in my way long enough. I'm going to clown college.
That one was funny. And then this one I saw on a home show, and I was like, oh, I got to cut that just because of what he said. Now, no offense is taken by this. This was not a script. This is not a sketch. This is just a line clipped from a show, but it's funny as fuck. So listen.
Going from a one-bedroom where we were like on top of each other to having different spaces to work has been like life-changing.
When I saw the guy sitting there with his arm around his obviously his husband or whatever, and he was like, we're going from being on top of each other. I lost it. I fucking lost it. I was like, I'm clipping that. That's too funny. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, there's a show called Have I Got News for You over here. And the two regular captains, Ian Hislop and Paul Merton, they had this person, the bloke called Julian Clary on. Now, he's, what should we say? A bit like Graham Norton, but yeah, a lot more camp, shall we say? Yeah, really quite camp person, gay, but he's funny as hell. Yeah, and they said someone was spotted on a bender in a pub. It's just one of those funny things.
Jules, what's up? What's up? How you doing this early morning? Are you getting up or are you going to bed? If I know Jules, she's probably still up because she was up last night. She had some beers. So I don't think she's man, the chat is all women. That's kind of cool, bro. We're here with a bunch of women. Check this out, dude. It's a stream about American football with an English guy and an American guy, and the chat's all chicks. Where else can you get that? Nowhere else here.
Is Captain still here? So yeah, that's about right.
And some might be out there like, well, Joe, they're just tuning in to see you. They don't give a fuck about the topic. Well, that may be true, but that just shows you how the audience is, man. You gotta have fun. Even if it's stuff that's entertaining you, you can make other shit entertaining for people. You know, it doesn't have to be fucking boring as fuck. Everything can be fun, man. Capitone, my man,
well,
dude, my man out there. Hell
When
yeah.
did American football start then?
American football, the roots. The National Football League started in 1920. It goes before then. It was like a club thing. They would just go around and play local shit. But that was many years ago. And even in 1920, it was still very disorganized. It didn't really kick off big until after the World War, like most things did. And then it started popping. And then once the Browns were in a league called the All-American Football Conference from 1946 to 1949. Then that league shut down. Then they joined the NFL, the National Football League, with the Eagles and a couple other teams. And they won the league the first year. And then in the 50s, they were really good. And then they won their last title in 1964. That's why I always joked that, England football and American football, the Browns are kind of the same because, like, England last won the Euros in 66 and the Browns last won the title in fucking 1964. So we're celebrating together, bro.
Hey, man, we won the World Cup, not the Euros.
Oh, the World Cup. Okay. Man, I don't think America's ever won a World Cup. I don't think we ever will, honestly.
Honestly, I can say this. In the last 10, 15 years, America has massively, they've become a massive threat to most countries now in football sense.
The one thing America has is we got all kinds of useless money sitting around. And we can just push it on the credit card, too. So, I mean, if we really wanted to, like, if they made a concerted effort, they're like, all right, guys, we're going to take the best people we got in this country and win it. They could do it, but the thing is, man, that, like, all these sports pay so much more money than football, soccer does. They really do, bro. Like, I mean, the best soccer player in America, people probably even know him. Like, that's the sad thing. Like, I don't even know who the best team is. What, the New Jersey Red Bulls? I mean, they got the Major League Soccer. I don't even know. I mean, you name some guys you can think from the past, Josie Altidore, fucking
Landon Donovan.
Landon Donovan was a beast for a minute, bro. He was the nice thing going on.
It was funny over here because obviously his name London.
Right. And I know for some of you turning in and we're talking, if you want to change the channel because we're talking, soccer and football, it's fine, whatever. I mean, it's just a bullshit stream. Let's be real. I just try to clickbait it so people can join it, but who knows? It's also early. I'm just here to smoke. If you guys want to drop super chats for gummies, we'll do that too. I'm not going to harass my friends all day for money, though. But because we got weed, and that's going to be fucking fun.
But I would do gummies, but I haven't got any.
Oh, well, that's a good reason to not do them. That's a good reason. I wonder if I'm going to have to look into the international travel laws because I think, I don't know, because I do want to bring gummies when I get over there, but I mean, I'm sure I get them on the ground, and it's like I don't really want to risk anything through customs.
Yeah. I was about to say don't. I was about to say you'll probably get stopped at your airport anyway.
I could on the front end. I could probably get it through. To be honest with you, I used to work when I worked for the Air Force. I did a lot of that, like when I was we did like passenger service shit. So we'd have to check in people for planes and searching and stuff. So we did a little bit on that on our end, but obviously our searches weren't nearly as thing. But I kind of know how some of the machines work. Like they don't really have many like drug detecting dogs for that level of stuff. They're not going to waste it on weed gummies. And honestly, I don't know if the dogs could really smell the weed gummies. And when I did a lot,
they'll be able to smell that.
They can smell it, okay. But what I did when I went to the Virgin Islands, I just took a regular bag of gummies and just dumped out half the regular gummies and put in weed gummies and got there. And it was wild because, dude, I told this story once, but there was these two kids. It could have been, they're like 18, 19 years old. And they're from one of the neighboring islands. I think it was Haiti or something like that. And they were hired there as workers on the resort. And I heard them talking about weed. I was walking by and I was like, weed? And then they said, yeah, I got this. I was like, I got something. I was like, yeah, come out to my room, boys. And I had fucking, these gummies are 20 mils. Bro, I had 50 of them in the bag. This one kid, I was like, go ahead, have what you want, man. This kid must have ate fucking 15 of them, bro. I swear to God, he just went crazy. It was like a kid in a candy store. I guarantee you half hour later after that, he probably went into a big pile of towels and just slept for 4 days because there's no way he could have worked.
Jesus, man.
I was like, man, I wonder if that kid still has that job.
I'm pretty sure he's dead, Jerry. Jesus.
Right? Jeez. I just offered up a product, man. He was the one who took advantage of it. Thank you, Angie, for the super chat. Appreciate it. I'm going to get fucking stoned at shit today, which is awesome. We're just rocking out. Yeah, I wonder if I titled the stream to the point where people, well, it's still 6 o'clock. It's not even 6 o'clock. I can't expect people to get up at 6 o'clock. And then the English are probably like, well, fuck it, he's lying. I'll say hi. Oh, hi. Bacon! What's up, buddy? Bacon.
Yeah, look at this, Jerry.
What you got? Oh, hell yeah.
We've got sunshine.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. We have sunshine in England. The first time in years. A big bright ball. No, so listen, if you're in England, don't go be calling the constable and she'll be like, yo, there's this giant ball in the sky. It's scaring me. That's the sun. Okay. I'll be freaking out. I know this may be new to some of you.
Yeah, I was about to say, think, what was it, last week or whenever it was, the hot weather, I think it got to 35 degrees in Scotland.
Oh, nice. That was only for a couple of days, though, right? You guys weren't hot for that long, right?
Oh, literally, it was for like 24 hours.
That's funny. Everybody's freaking out like, oh, this is clearly a sign of global warming. Dude, it was 1 day. Like, fucking 1 day. Come on, man. Wait a week later. It's probably like fucking 16 Celsius right now over there. It's nothing. Man,
right. The thing is with global warming, right? If you think about it, right? If you get like a goldfish bowl, right? A large enough goldfish bowl, you put a planet inside there. I know you've got to scale it up and scale it down and stuff, but if you put a planet inside there that has an engine, eventually that's going to fill up with all the toxic atmosphere, right? But because of our ozone layer, and it takes all this stuff out, right? There is a certain amount that, yes, humans have impacted on the Earth, but we're going to adapt to it, basically.
Oh yeah, well, dude, look at during the height of the fucking lockdown, when everybody was staying at home and everything cleared out. Look within a month. Didn't they have the canals up in Venice where they cleared out of all water and there's fucking dolphins and shit like within 3 weeks? I mean, the planet has a way of self-correcting itself, man. It's not It's not one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, you pollute once and it's done forever. The world is pretty big. You know, it can replenish itself, bro.
Well, I was about to say, Birmingham in the UK, it's got more canals than Venice, but trust me, you don't want to go anywhere near any of these canals in Birmingham.
Well, I heard most canals they stink. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a canal here, and it's an old park. Basically, it's a national park. Basically, they're in the 40s or so, before the train. Basically, it was like right after the horse. I mean, the horse and buggy have always been around, I guess, but like it was right before railroads took off. They had a big canal thing, and what they would do is just have these boats and these fucking the teams of mules would pull them through the canals, and otherwise they just paddle or whatever. But they dig the big trench and they send the boat. Like here in the States, we got Niagara Falls, so they had the Ohio and Erie Canal. It's basically just the thing connecting Buffalo, get around the falls and get stuff there. And that was really big method of transportation. But they still got the one down there, and it floods all the time. And it does stink when in the summer. I mean, it is what it is. It's a canal. It's stagnant water. I mean, it's not meant to be there.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like every now and again you'll get like that real sulfur, like eggy kind of smell.
Oh, rotten eggs. Steel mills were like that, dude. We got a lot of steel mills here in Cleveland. Well, not as many as we used to. I think we only got like one or two Republic Steel, maybe. But back in the day, dude, we had so much pollution here because Cleveland was known for steel. This whole region is called the Rust Belt. That's what they call it, the Rust Belt.
Yeah.
And man, summer day, dude. Fuck, you drive downtown, you couldn't even see like the car in front of you. They said some days when people were leaving downtown Cleveland, you'd have to see the car in front of you just follow their bumper because you couldn't see because of the pollution. It was that bad. People don't realize, man, back in the 60s, 70s, Cleveland was a polluted place. I mean, it's gotten a lot better. I mean, it's not nowhere near where it could be, but I mean, it's still gotten a lot better.
I was about to say Detroit and stuff. So you got all the car factories, all the plants, everything all along there. Then you've obviously got Ohio, Delaware. You've got all those big factory towns, and they've got to pump out all the stuff somewhere, haven't they? So,
Vanessa, what's up? You tall drink of water. How are you, sweetie? She's a former UCF vet, just like me. She was in the Air Force.
Nice.
Were you in Thule Air Base? I think we had this discussion before, Vanessa, but she was in the Arctic. There's an air base called Thule, Thule, up in Greenland. It's way up there. It's
Vanessa, I'm going to give you my best salute.
He's not doing the. Well, I read that they salute like that over there. Then we salute like I remember in basic training they told us we salute like this because we've never lost a war. I'm like, dude, what about Korea and Vietnam? And like, I don't think we really won those wars. I mean, what?
I can't remember. I think some do that, the two fingers across the eyebrow, and then some do the full across sort of like the eyebrow, but then most do just straight to the temple of the head.
Yeah, for Air Forces, well, if you got a hat on, it's U.S. military, just like this, bring the brim. If you don't have a hat on, right here by eyebrow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's second nature. You've been in the service for 20 fucking years. I just do it as I'm greeting half the time. Hey, what's up? A lot of people would get pissed off. They're not pissed off, but they would like act like it was a big deal. Oh, there's an officer. Let's go. Whatever. It takes 2 seconds. How you doing, sir? What would he do? It's not that big of a deal to salute an officer.
I saw some American people doing reaction to Band of Brothers.
Good
no,
Good series,
that is a series and a half, man. Some of the people in that, Vin Diesel's in it, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vin Diesel's in it. I'm trying to think who else. Ross from Friends, David Geller, or Ross, what the hell's his name? Schwimmer. David Schwimmer's in it. Great. He was that was great when he's at the beginning of Curry. He's that hard ass lieutenant, and they find out he can't fucking read a map for shit, so they don't even send him to the war. That was great. They're standing there, he's like, wait, where are we supposed to be? We're supposed to be over here. Your whole squadron's dead.
Yeah, they pop up out of nowhere. Oh shit! But everyone has a go at that thing, Band of Brothers, because it's not historically accurate and stuff like that. But I like it because you get to see some of the people that were there. Colonel Powers and I think he's Colonel, but Lieutenant Powers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You actually feel like you're actually watching a story.
Oh, see, that's right. Vin Diesel was in Saving Private Ryan, not the Band of Brothers. That's correct. The guy from Office Space was in Band of Brothers. I can't remember his freaking name off the top of my head. But he was in there. There's so many name actors. I mean, it's 20 years old now, 20, 21, 22 years old, Band of Brothers. I mean, half those guys are probably all the guys. My favorite part of that series, dude, was when they would start with at the beginning when they were talking, and then they would have the young guys talk, and then the old guys would talk. Oh, that was great. That was great. They would show who they were. Oh, I love that part. Just reminiscing and shit. That was fucking awesome, man.
Then they had the Pacific as well.
The Pacific was underrated. I like the Pacific. It was as action-packed as Private Ryan, but not everything in war is about action. I mean, everybody's war experience is different. I mean, you think of even World War II wasn't as much combat as people think. I mean, the average combat troop in fucking World War II probably saw 10, 15 days a year. You go to Vietnam, some of them guys saw 200 combat days a year. I mean, it's we deify World War II as like the war because I mean, let's be real, the West looked great after World War II. America looked awesome, UK looked awesome, but it wasn't not even close for at least the States. I mean, I'm not saying the war overall wasn't an atrocity. I realized the Holocaust, the death matches, and stuff like that. But in terms of just like overall battles, yeah, Vietnam had way more in terms of on the troops. Vietnam was way worse in terms of that.
I was about to say Vietnam was more of an American war, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. That was I mean, honestly, if we're being dead honest with ourselves, and I know this might piss a lot of people off, but it is what it is. I mean, I speak the truth over here. A lot of these wars we probably need to go into. Korea, Vietnam, even to a lesser extent, some of the stuff in the Middle East. We probably should have done half the stuff we did. I mean, Iraq was fucking clusterfuck. I mean, if you look at all the wars we've been into, I mean, when was the last time we were really attacked? We were attacked on 9/11, and that was about it. I mean, other than that, geez, man, it's been a lot of money spending for no reason, bro. It really is really kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like battles of old, like hundreds of years ago, where it would take days to move an army just a few miles, whereas now you can send an army halfway across the world and be done with it.
Well, you can also too. We have such redundant explosive firepower. We could blow up the world 30 times over, and it's not affecting nobody. I mean, or it's affected people. Like back then, you say World War I, you fucking fight for months over 100 yards. Now you just go in with the fucking airplane and blow up an entire city in fucking 10 minutes. I mean, it's not even close. Like, we got drones doing a lot of this shit. Like, a lot of people. I mean, hey, these drones could go in and take out a village. You don't even need a fighter pilot for that. So, like, it's kind of like a video game now.
Yeah. Have you seen some of that stuff in Ukraine? Some of the drones they're using, they're just literally because a lot of people. I can't remember what Call of Duty it is, but you can plant like claymores. On like this flying thing, and then you just fly over a building, boom, someone's dead, sort of thing. And that's what they're doing in Ukraine at the moment. They're literally just grabbing drones, like 15-20 pound drones, flying them over, and then just strapping a load of explosives to them.
Yeah, ridiculous. The thing about the Vietnam conflict was that aside from us losing it, it was the first war of the media. Yeah, that's true. And they're heavily a lot of these countries. That's the thing too. What Bacon just says. A lot of countries will, like the America will get into a war, and then we'll just rely on our British allies, and you guys will send people, and it's like it's kind of almost like a corporate setting now. Like Target's going to war, so Walmart has to back them up too. And it's I don't know. It's all corporate. I mean, if we're being real, we're all still living in the Cold War mindset. At least in the States. In the States, we're still living in a Cold War mindset. I mean,
right, you've got it though, because you're closer to Russia than us, so. I think. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, Alaska's like 40 miles, but that's so desolate up there. People are always like, there's not even many. I think there's more people in my town than live in that whole area of Russia and Alaska combined. I mean, it's so fucking cold up there and freezing. I mean, even in this era of global warming, it's not a place you could go. I mean, there's no roads to physically get to Nome, Alaska. You can't drive there, dude. There's no road. You'd have to take a plane. It's like that with all the spots out there. I mean, there's one road that goes all the way up to, if you look at the map of Alaska, there's one road. It turns into a dirt road after a while. It goes all the way up to, I think it's Barrow or one of those towns way up north, all the way on the coast.
Yeah, Barrow, yeah.
There's no roads in Alaska. It's all fucking bush pilots and back wilderness. Russia isn't the threat China is. Yeah, so stay off of TikTok if you haven't been following us for a while. TikTok's the devil. It's owned by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. If you want the Chinese to get all your info, go ahead. I mean, but I wouldn't want it. And Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
So I was about to say, even the adverts on YouTube for TikTok, they give me cancer. I swear. I just, they're just, they're annoying. The high
That's why I
pitched
do.
voice.
When it comes to YouTube, when it comes to any kind of advertisements, I will pay whatever money it takes to not have advertisements in my life. I know it sounds wild, but like, dude, I'm on YouTube. I got YouTube Premium. Here in the States, YouTube Premium is about $17 a month. That is so worth it for somebody like me who's on YouTube. And let's be real, all day practically. I mean, if I'm not on YouTube, it's in the background watching whatever. So it's like, that's so worth it. I mean, I save so much time every day.
Yeah.
I really do. And people like me should be YouTuber's best friend because, like, with YouTube Premium, you get, like, say I click on a monetized channel's ad as a YouTube Premium member, they get revenue regardless, even if their show's about whatever. It could be about whatever, and they still get the revenue from guys like me. So people should be kissing ass for YouTube Premium, guys.
Because that's the thing, I've got YouTube Music, $9.99 a month. No adverts, and can play it wherever I want, blah, 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 as long as I've got like, internet connection. But if I can, you know what I mean, if I can get that, I might as well just get what's it called, YouTube Premium. Yeah.
I give Google way too much money. I got YouTube TV, YouTube Premium. I think I got YouTube Music as well. So they're getting $100 a month off the rip. If the wife didn't, she likes that wrestling, bro. If she didn't watch wrestling, I probably wouldn't even have the stuff. I still got to have a basic cable because I still got to watch the games.
Yeah.
You know, so it's still part of me. I still need that. It still seems like such an extended privilege for that, though. You know.
Over here, my Sky bill is £95, I think, but I get Sky Movies and Sky Sports.
Now, don't you guys have to pay like an annual license fee just for the TV itself?
Oh man! If there's any UK watchers listening right now, rip up your BBC TV license now because they don't come round.
Oh, they would check that shit? Okay.
No. They'd literally they would either have to come into your property, which is illegal to do, or they would have to get a van outside your property scanning the aerials and scanning the signals, which again would be illegal to do because you can catch anyone's data then.
Nice.
So
if you're out there, I'm not going to tell you to break the law, but do for saying they don't check it. So say it for what it is. Bacon says, well, also we have dedicated after 22 is last. Oh, dude, when I was in, I've actually been to Alaska. I've been to Anchorage. There's a base up there called Elmendorf. Well, now it used to be called Elmendorf Air Force Base. And they had two bases right in Anchorage, Elmendorf and Air Force Base and Fort Richardson, which was an Army base. And then in like 2010, I don't know the exact year, but they came up with this concept called joint basing. So they combined all the bases that were near each other. It pissed some people off, made some people happy. I don't know. At the end of the day, it seems like it pissed more people off that did good, but whatever. But now it's called J-Bear Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson. But man, I worked. I was there in 2000 and the year 2012. It was one of my last trips before I retired, actually. And man, I worked night shift. But dude, they would every morning, right about this time, actually, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They would start with the fucking formations with the planes every day.
Yeah, make sure they fly and everything. Blah blah. Yeah,
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't fucking sleep. Couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Shahar, what's up?
I was about to say what you just said with the Air Force bases, like it's centralization. Like it's a hell of a lot cheaper and easier to centralize things than it is to keep things out in the woods and keep monitoring that kind of what people are doing.
Oh yeah, well I mean a lot of times the Air Force base is just a thing for the local economy too. Like this is federal money, the government just has a big old credit card. They just produce more money in the credit card, so you just crank out more DoD money. So, that's why, too, you never see a lot of these places just don't close. I mean, they've done several rounds of closing, but if you got a congressman in a powerful district, they can keep a base open.
Yeah, because over here, sorry.
Haven't paid a TV license in years. Greedy Sky, enough to have my money to keep the wife happy. Nice. Good for you, Evan. So fight the power out there, man.
Over here in the UK, obviously the NHS. The problem is they for years everything's been going to like the city centres and the bigger hospitals and stuff like that. So lots of smaller hospitals are getting closed down, meaning people have to travel like 2, maybe 3 hours to get to the nearest hospital, just for like a routine heart checkup.
Yeah, that's what worries me about, national healthcare in the States. I mean, it's going to be inevitable, in my opinion, that they're going to go to. We got this thing called Medicaid, and it's basically if you're of less than ample means, you just get put on Medicaid. It's basically government-run healthcare, but it only pays a certain rate. Like Medicare for old people, it's the same as Medicaid, but for older people, it only pays a certain rate. And what a lot of doctors will do is like, we can't operate Medicaid people. We just don't make any money. It's fucking, we're not here to lose money because the government doesn't back them up. It's all, considered private practice typically. So I think what's going to happen is eventually we'll go to that Medicaid for all, because I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, people can't afford it. I mean, it's ridiculous. If in the States, if say I got hit in the head with a hammer, or fell off or got drunk at a bar or something, somebody called an ambulance, you're talking a $5,000 bill if I ain't got insurance. I mean, it's insane.
Well, the thing is about America, right? I think it could work in America a lot better than it works in this country, because I mean, how much do you spend on defense?
Oh, right? Shit, almost $1 trillion a year. Almost.
You cut that back by 100 million, right? That's nothing out of £1 billion, right? You cut that back by 100 million. That's enough. That'd be enough to do a certain amount, but then your companies and stuff pay tax. So that then, I'm not saying create another tax, but then you just take more money off people, because these companies like Amazon and stuff, Google, blah blah, they get how much profit they making. You know what I mean? And then
Bezos is worth over a couple $100 billion, I think. I mean,
yeah.
It's what pisses me off about shit like that is that when he was going to do a second headquarters for Amazon, they called it H2, and there's this big old hubbub in America, and people are like, oh, we're gonna bring these jobs, and every community was throwing them tax breaks and incentives. It's like, this guy's a fucking billionaire.
He don't need it. Literally, he owns the world. Literally, like people like Amazon, Google, and all that stuff. They literally own the world.
We're almost to the point where we have 1,000 billionaires in the United States. That's a lot of money. That's like $1 trillion almost, and that's just if they had $1 billion. They probably all don't have just $1 billion. They probably got. So who knows? I mean, if you take the private top 100 guys and they all got, say, 50 trillion or whatever, I think that's an issue. You have to redistribute a little bit of that wealth. I know that's not popular. People are like, oh, well, they earned it. Why are you out here defending billionaires?
No.
Are you going to be a billionaire? I guarantee you this. I don't guarantee much. I guarantee you this. Everybody watching this right now, including me and Doof, we're not going to be billionaires. I got a news flash for you. You got to be born into that shit. You got to be ruthless. You got to be an asshole. Look at billionaires. They didn't get there by being nice. They get there by being dicks and taking over corporations and lying to people. Most billionaires are like that. It's a shit lifestyle.
I've been lucky in life, right? I'll tell you a bit about myself. Probably I won't go into too much detail because I've had one messed up life. Never knew my mum. Only got to know my dad when I was 26 years old, and that wasn't too great. But he was there for me eventually. Got beaten black and blue as a kid, right? Managed to escape that into a beautiful, caring, loving family that accepted me as their own, adopted me, and well, then they're not alive anymore, but they left behind a will. Now, not many people, even in this country, not people anywhere across the world, gets a will anymore, left something behind because of the situation everything's in. But yeah, I've got this place. I get over £1,000 a month in benefits. I know that's horrible to say, but you gotta live somehow. But I do 200. I do £300 a month to the food bank because I know that's going to needy people. It's going to be, people are going to be able to eat food that's not a pile of crap.
That's actually a good lead into our food bank fundraiser we're at coming up this week. This is an unintended plug here, but the 7th is this Sunday. Me and Lap and a couple other guys here in Cleveland, we got a truck, big old van. We're going to go down to the food bank, and we still got to do a couple fundraisers. for it, like how we did last year. We're going to get the wax out again. Lep's probably going to come over this time, actually. He's never been in the studio. He's been over here twice just dropping stuff off, but he's never physically done a show here, which is wild because I've been to his house probably 15 fucking times. But he's a drinker, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to, and I don't drink, so that's a dick move to be like, all right, you got to come over here. I even told him, I was like, dude, you come over and I'll come pick you up probably because if you come over here, let's be real, he's going to get high as fuck. And, you know, Lep's used to smoking, but he's used to smoking a little bit and chilling. If we're in this kind of environment, bro, it's high pressure over here for people who don't normally smoke. Like, you're pressured by me. Like, yo, let's do this. You know, I'm intensity, bro. I bring the heat. And when people are in studio, it's an insult to me if somebody doesn't leave here as high as they possibly can get. If they're taking 1 or 2 hits, they're like, oh, I'm good. No, you're here to fucking party. You're here to smoke weed. We're here to have a good time and show people that smoking weed is the way to go. So you got to bring the heat. You got to fucking smoke. You got to do some guys, you know. So you're going to get high. People, the quote when people leave here, man, I got so fucking high. That's what I want. That's what I want people to say, because you got to get high, because when you're high and the party keeps going, you can stay in that perpetual state. You know what I'm talking about, to where life is just, you know, it's deal with the bull. No matter what happens, you're like, okay, that happens. It sucks, sure, but life goes on. If you're not high every day, you're not doing this, you're over worrying about shit, you're overthinking shit, you know, because the way the media is now, the way social media is, everything's very chop shop, you know, this sucks, you know, they want your attention over here and they want to make you feel negative over here. With weed, you don't have that kind of shit, man.
Mate, I've noticed literally over here as well in the media and every program and stuff. It literally gives you about 5 seconds of information, then goes on to the next subject, and then goes on to the next. It never stays on the same subject, sort of thing. It's just fucking annoying as fuck. Speaking of, right, I was moving house one day. My brother was helping me. He had a van. Put like my sofa and everything into the van. Got about 20 meters down the road, and the whole van stunk of weed.
Nice.
Because the amount of smoke, and it just literally all the dust, all the smell, everything obviously came off it as soon as it hit in the van. And at the end of that journey, I think he had a contact high.
I don't even know if I could possibly get a contact high at this point. I can't even. I mean, it's wild. Like, man, I could. And once you get to a certain level of smoking, you know what I'm talking about. Once you could just smoke weed all the time, and no matter how much you smoke, you don't really get, high. You get high, but you're always coherent. You're never, like when you first start smoking weed, you take 3-4 puffs, and maybe 1 or 2 puffs, you're like, wow, you just sit in the couch and stare at a fucking wall for 5 hours. You don't do that when you're at this level. I mean, I've already smoked fucking 2 or 3 at this morning, and I'm fucking, very coherent and whatever. It's just the way it works.
I was about to say, you recently took that vacation down to Tennessee. You didn't smoke, or did you smoke at all, or do gummies?
I did the vape pen and I did the gummies. I didn't bring flour down there.
Yeah. So how does the vape pen and gummies compare to smoking flour?
Flour's better. I mean, it just depends on how you like the intake of it. I mean, I just like the flour. Just the smell of it, breaking it up, the ritual. It's just it's like it's ceremonial almost at this point. It's just like part of the day. You're just so used to it. Like the second I'm done smoking one, I'm breaking up another one. It's just your hands just naturally do it. It's a reflex at this point. You know what I mean? So when you're, but the vape pen and the gummies can, they can do their trick. It really can help you. I mean, the vape pen's cool because you can pretty much do it anywhere. You're in public. You just smack.
I was about to say, over here, you can get a vape pen off the NHS. It does have THC in it, but it's not. I don't think it's very strong at all. I've got one, but it doesn't compare anywhere to smoking, a spliff or smoking a bong.
Oh yeah. They probably put the percentage so low, like Texas did. Shit, we got some comments to catch up in here. Yeah, hold on. Kevin says the West prospered because of capitalism. Yeah, I think the thing too is that we just don't take care of the people along the way. Like capitalism could do so much better. Like capitalism, unabated capitalism leads to robber barons and leads to depressed wages and leads to the Great Depression. So you can't do unabated capitalism. But capitalism is, you do need it, but you need it in moderation, like anything. You can't have unabated. Obviously, you can't have unabated benefits is communism, and that doesn't work because people need to. Frank Zappa said communism doesn't work because people like to own things, which is so true. I mean, people want to own a house. I mean, I owning my own house is sweet. I can do whatever I want. If I want to go in the backyard and blow up a bunch of shit right now, I can. Dude, speaking of that, man, we were at dude, in Tennessee. You're going to love this store, dude. We were just driving. We needed gas, and it was just random. We came upon this place. They have fireworks and fucking gasoline. I swear to God, full-on fireworks. Anything you could buy right there. And we bought this. We got this one. 4 smash hit hammer. It has a bunch of sparks and shit. You just blow. Oh, it's fucking crazy. We got these Roman candles and shit. I didn't buy the
Joey, I said it last night. Don't light it.
Use a Roman candle to light my cigarette.
I'll say, yeah, we did that as a kid. You know, got Roman candles. We had wars. We lived in a town called Droitwich Spa. Mm-hmm. Nobody can ever hear me say that. Droitwich Spa. And it's got a cricket pitch. You know what a cricket pitch looks like, right? Massive, huge, massive, huge circle thing. It's got 2 of them, sort of thing. And we would literally go on there on a night time, and we'd just have battles. There'd be like 50 of us. Every single one of us got Roman candles, like. Boom, 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 boom. But the thing is, though, the police would come along, and because it's a small town, only about 2 cars would come. So they'd pop up they'd actually drive up onto the cricket pitch itself, try to scare us off, try to catch us, but we're gone.
Well, that's how it was when we were kids. We would just usually get kits from people. They call them kits of fireworks, and you just get them from your buddy. You light up the fireworks, and if the cops came, you just go in the house. I mean, that's how it was. One time we had M80, one of those big ones. They actually had those at the thing, dude. I didn't want to get anything too loud because I don't want I like the bright colors and shit, but I don't want to be a dick to the neighbors. We got a lot of kids, little kids in the area, so I don't want to get them fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Boom, M80s and shit. That's a hood move. You know, you can't do it out here in the suburbs. But yeah, so back in the day, we would just get all those, and I just like fireworks, man. I really do. It's a really. I know people say the Chinese did invent them, but without America, dude, fireworks wouldn't be nearly where they're at. I mean, every community in the summer and the 4th of July shoots off fireworks. Every single one. It's just a tradition, and we love fireworks, dude. It's just a.
If you look at the ancient world, a lot of the stuff came from China. A lot of the ancient technologies and stuff came from China. It was just adapted to suit certain environments. So that's why you see a lot of wooden houses in Japan, because that's what they had and that's what lasts.
Okay. So, Megan says, I drink, but it's probably not a bad idea to get as high as much. Well, I mean, you do what you can to cope. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you can get by, I always say this. I mean, I do advocate marijuana, but if you can get by in life and you're totally happy and content, you got a lot of money, you don't smoke weed, hey, more power to you. I'm not gonna say go out there and smoke weed.
I used to know a kid that was used to be a good friend. He would get high, but he would have like a toke or 2, and that would be him, because he knew if he went anymore, he would. Well.
Oh yeah. Well, some people get paranoid. Louise is taking off. I think says got to go, got a thing to do. All right, take it easy. See ya, Louise. Have fun out there. Yeah, the thing what you were just talking about, I just totally forgot now. Fireworks. I can't remember.
Oh man, two stoners thinking about what we're just talking about.
Yeah, that's weed. That's the downside of weed. Short-term memory loss. It happens.
Yeah.
Angie says vaping's for home, flowers for parties. Yeah, it's true. Well, I got my studio out here in the garage, so I can. I smoke out here all the time. This is a 100% weed-induced zone. If you come out here, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not going to not smoke weed. So don't bring babies up in this room. My grandkids can come in here if they want, but they usually don't. We just play out in the breezeway outside. So if you come in here, you're going to get weed. And I don't mind the pen, but I mean, if you said, hey, what would you get rid of, pen or flower or gummies or Eddie's, fucking give me the flower all day. I mean, flower is where it's at. It always is going to be. It's like if you're drinking beer, would you rather have a beer? Or would you rather have a fucking White Claw? Of course you want a beer. You know what I mean?
What would you rather have, a pint of vodka or a pint of beer?
Right. I got vodka is what it is, but fucking beer is that much better than vodka. All right, Bacon says, all capitalism does is make the market voluntary, nothing more, nothing less. Most of what here is negative propaganda by lazy and evil. To an extent, I mean, it's, I don't know. The jobs we got now are just, the way it's set up is just shitty, dude. It really is. You like, if I wanted to go get a job right now, I could. There's every fucking 15 places hiring within a stone's throw of my fucking house. I mean, it's everybody's hiring, but the wages are probably not what you couldn't do anything on wages. I mean, they're even paying me $15 an hour. Fine, where am I going to get a place to live? You can't rent a place around here now for that. I probably have to work 60 hours a week to the bone and you're busting ass. I mean, if you work at a gas station, there's usually a line out the door, or if you work at a store, it's and everybody usually has those jobs at one point in their life, but I mean, you don't want to work that if you're my age or if you're looking for, so it's like, the jobs that were there in the past just aren't there. And it's just, we need a correction of that. I don't think people are lazy people are lazy, but I mean, people just want better opportunities. If you give people a good, solid thing to work for, okay, you can start this corporation, work your way up here, take a test here, boom. People like that, and there's a progression. I mean, if you just go in there and, you get $15 an hour, and that's it for the rest of your life, the rest of it, you got to figure out, that's no kind of working environment. Nobody wants to work at that shit. So,
it's like me. I've always worked in catering, kitchen work and stuff like that. But I've had to come off. Went a bit crazy. But no, I now make like wax melts and soaps and stuff. Got into it about 2 years ago during the lockdown. And I was just like, I gotta do something. What's easy? Looked online, what's easy to do, and they're like candle making, soap making, stuff like that. I was like, okay. Started that off. It's easy. At the end of the day, it's a job. I don't really make too many, but it's a job. So, and plus, it doesn't mean I smoke this all day.
Exactly. Shar, are you in a stable connection? How are you? Welcome to the party. I guess she's not in a stable connection. Sure has it there. We got some more comments here. We're a little stoned. We're a little stoned. It is what it is. All right. Bacon says, Pigskin lit off one of those M80s when I visited him. Lone Star from High Blue, hole in the board is. Yeah, that's how it is too. I mean, it's if it's a holiday weekend or something like a Friday, Saturday night, you can blow off whatever. Nobody's really gonna care. And it depends where you're at too. Like where I'm at is in the suburbs. So it's like there's houses. We're each on about a third of an acre, half of an acre. But you can, if I went outside and said, fuck, are you fucking at the top of my lungs? All the neighbors could hear me. They'd probably come outside, turn the lights on, and call the cops for a psycho person running down the street. So it's not like I'm in the country. Guys like Jay, they got many acres. They're on a farm and shit. And on a farm, it's totally different. They love that shit. Them good old boys, they just blow up everything. It's half the lifestyle out there.
What's that Russian dude who actually lives in America? He does all like the guns and sniping and stuff like that. I can't remember his name.
Totally drawing a blank here. Let's see here. No. Bacon says that's the thing. How many of these jobs are from corporations? Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing. I think at the end of the day, we need to make corporations illegal. And now that sounds weird, but like everything is done with the mind of short-term profits in mind. They don't care about the welfare of the employees. They don't care about the long-term viability of the product. All they care about is money for the stockholders. And they've found ways to artificially make the market go up, and they've been bandaging shit for years. I mean, we haven't had a true recession since probably the 90s, 80s. It's been a while. I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves, in certain aspects, we're very spoiled as Westerners. I mean, we're not one of us is going hungry. If I said, hey, I'm going hungry right now on Facebook, I guarantee you I'd be fed for fucking a year just on fucking people's extra food. We got so much extra food. And we just don't, there's no upward mobility for people, and all the rich keep making money off the stocks and stuff, and that market's going to collapse eventually. It has to. I mean, they just keep artificially correcting it to the point where it's going to catch up with them. It's a giant pyramid scheme if we're being real on some of it.
Oh, I was about to say, Joe, we've got an energy crisis, probably like everywhere else has got at the moment. But the, was it E.ON or EDF Energy have announced a £10 billion profit, and they're refusing to pay any more in tax.
We're damn ridiculous. Yeah, you got
£10 billion
monopoly. Oh, it's like they here with First Energy. There was the place that does our electricity is called First Energy. They the Browns, the team I'm root for. The stadium's called First Energy Field. First Energy Stadium. And they were caught giving kickbacks to PUCO, the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio, millions of dollars, 50 million here, 50 million there, and now nothing's happening to them. Nobody's getting rebates here. It's ridiculous. It's all fucking racket, man. It's all racket. Morning to Christy. What up? What up? How you doing? How's it?
What happened to Shah?
Sean is Shar said, let's see, I think her connection's really whack here. It says, hey Joey, sorry I cut off. I will try again. She's gonna try again. She's got if she's walking in the park, sometimes she can get a connection. It depends where she's at. It's like she doesn't have a stable connection at the house. She's like Mick. You know, Mick has that connection. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, we were up on DeShaun Watson, Kent, or Craig. So basically, I have to explain to him, it's only me would have a fucking football stream and fucking all the England guys show up. That's how it goes. But, so basically, the quarterback that the Browns traded for, the Browns are the team I root for, Cleveland Browns, he had an issue with, some call it an issue, some call it, I don't know, but he liked getting massages with, the rub and tug at the end, the happy ending. And he did it quite a few times. And who knows what it is? It's kind of an issue. They're determining if it's a violation of the NFL's personal conduct policy.
I heard he came here, Joey.
Right next door to you. Oh, he'd love it. Your village. He'd go over to fucking kill it. Oh my goodness! I've never been to one of those massage parlors. I've been to whorehouses in my day. I mean, being in the service, that's the first thing people do when they go on tour. But like, I've never been to a massage parlor here in the States. I never have. I don't want to say this too loud because it sounds racist, but I'm just not really that attracted to Asian girls. I don't know. You know what I mean? They're really small, dude, like so tiny.
The reason why is because they can get into all the hard places and they can stretch your body a lot more.
Right. Some people like that. I don't know. And also because I'm a top guy. I'm in control a lot. Like if there was like a chick, some of them girls are like 4'9", 90 pounds, dude. I'm 250. Bro, I'd crush a girl like that. I don't need that kind of responsibility in my life. So, I mean, I like my big curvy Western woman, baby.
BBW.
Right. Well, I can say that too because then these people watch the shows. So, I mean, it's easy to say you don't like something when they're not even around you.
Mate, I tend to find the smaller the girl, the more bitchier they are. That's no offense to any small women watching or anything, but I just find they just tend to get a bit up themselves.
They say it's because shorter girls are closer to hell, is what I heard.
Oh, fucking yes, mate! It's a lovely day here.
Pete? This is my buddy Pete, man. That's my dude. That's my buddy. He was in the Marines, man. Salute, Pete. Salute. Pete's a wild case, man. Pete's dad was in World War II, right? And
wow.
And Pete's my age. He just had a kid. So like his son is going to be in like say 50 years. He's like, oh yeah, my grandpa was in World War II. That's gonna be like 150 years removed or something. It's a crazy thing, man. It was really cool.
Yeah, man. See, man, I just realized I'm gonna be alive in like the 100. Well, all fingers crossed. I'm actually going to be alive in the 100-year anniversary of World War II.
Yeah, it's in my lifetime. I have seen, well, not seen personally, but we've the last Civil War. Well, now the last Spanish American War vet has passed away. The last World War I vet's passed away. We're getting here soon to the last. It's probably 20 years away or so. But I mean, the youngest World War II vets not well into their 90s now, 93, 94. Yeah. I mean, if you're born in 27, that makes you what? At least maybe 95. So I mean, 95 and up. There's not many people that are 95 and up. Yeah. So
we're gonna witness that. Like, it's like I said last night on the stream. Anyone remember 2016? Yeah, 2016 for all the celebrities that died then, man. It was just one after another, after another, after another. Muhammad Ali.
Right, and they all weren't old too. They're all just 50s, 60s, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, what Bacon says true. I mean, women will just bitch. Women just like to. I mean, that's not all women. We all complain too. I mean, half my appeal is complaining. So I'm like, but in general, there are some women who do. How do I say this delicately? But like, I don't know, man. Just let shit from the past go, bro. Like, if something happened and it's already under the bridge and we've already discussed it, we've already argued it. That's it. Like, let's move on. I'm not talking about the old shit. Like, I like that one meme that says women are great archaeologists because they're great at digging up the past. It's so true. Like, let it go. I don't care. I don't care. 2016 was 2016 was a dichotomy. For me, it really was a good year because the basketball team I follow, I'm obviously in Cleveland, as you guys know, the Cavaliers with LeBron, everybody knows LeBron James. They won the title that year. And that was the first title I've ever won in my lifetime. And we went all out, dude. I got I went I was a season ticket holder that year, so I went to all the games that were here. It was a 7-game series. There were 3 that were played here. But the final one was game 7. That was played in Oakland. But I got a hotel downtown. I bought a fucking quarter ounce. I bought a big bottle of fucking scotch. I went crazy, dude. I mean, I bought a case of beer. Hotel literally right downtown. And we went to the casino. Dude, I was buying beers 12 at a time because like there was such a long wait. So I was walking back from the thing, dude. I had to have 2 beers in this pocket, 2 beers in this pocket, 2 beers over here, 2, and then double fisted it like from the Warriors walking back. I saw like, do you remember that one Simpsons when Homer Simpson worked for the mayor and he was walking out of Moe's? That was me, dude. I was fucking. Oh man, we won it.
Oh yeah, he's got them all. He's got them. Yeah, I've been in that situation.
Char, can you
Hello,
hear us?
Joey. How are you?
We're doing good. We're just on DeShaun Watson watch.
Hi, Char.
Updates. I haven't seen
Hi,
anything.
Edith. How are you?
I'm all right. Nice to finally, well, sort of see each other, but
I would come on, but it's like morning here. Do you know what I mean? I'm like home chilling.
yeah, man, definitely
I
half.
pop up and say hello anyway.
Yeah, 11:30, definitely.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna turn the air
Why
conditioner off.
are
It's
you on
getting
at this
really cold
time anyway? It's early for you, Joey.
well, I'll get to that in a second. Let me turn the air conditioner off. It's getting really chilly. Hold on.
All right. How
All
are
right,
you, Edith, anyway? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, how's Princess?
Yeah, she's fine. I'm going to go and see her in a little while. I don't go to the afternoon, about 2 o'clock. So, yeah, I took a day off the park yesterday. I didn't go yesterday. But I mainly go from Monday to Saturday. But, yeah, she's fine. Just being her little princessy self, shall I say.
Hey, so Cheryl, over the weekend we went to Tennessee over the weekend. So I didn't get to stream on Friday. We went to Nashville because Kim went to the SummerSlam event. There's a wrestling WWE. So she went to that. And we all walked around Nashville and saw different things. We saw the Johnny Cash Museum, which was really cool.
Oh,
I highly
wow.
recommend that if you're down there. It's wild though, because like if you walk around Nashville, it's world headquarters for bachelorette parties. So like you'll be standing there and just the bus will pull up, just like 10 girls and they're all dancing and you're like, okay.
Well, I bet you like that.
Well, I mean, some of it was fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of it was fun. I mean, it was that part was cool, but I mean, it's like it's just so different. It's such a different town and vibe. I mean, it's because it's in the it's a more newer town, I guess. But it's a country music thing. I think a lot of girls like country music.
Well, from the picture that you put up on YouTube, do you know what I mean? It looks really cool. The background and that. Do you know what I mean? It looks very lively. There was like lots of people at the back of you. The scenery looks nice as well.
Yeah, if you're on my Facebook, check out my Facebook pictures for the past couple weeks. But yeah, it's their past couple of days, they'll show you all the lights and stuff. But I mean, they shut the one street off, and you just go walk down, and it's just fun. It's a fun vibe. I
Sounds fun, yeah.
I think weed is legal there now because like I saw somebody with the little weed thing. Actually, let me look this up because if it is legal, I think next time I'm just gonna bring my own weed.
I love America. I so want to come to America. I've been wanting to come for years and years and years. I've just got to get round to doing it. It's one of my dreams to go to America, especially New York. I think I told you that before as well.
Oh yeah, New York's a must visit for.
Right.
See,
Okay,
It's quite pricey though, New York, isn't it? It's quite expensive.
Oh, New York is well. I mean, it's honestly, it's no more expensive than London. I mean, it's comparative wise prices and shit.
So it's very expensive then.
Don't even talk about London here. The prices on everything has gone up. The food's gone up. The energy bills have gone up. The petrol's gone up. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, something so stupid like butter. They put like an extra £1 on the butter. It's like that's just come on. That's just taking like liberties, really. Do you know what I mean? But
when you go to New York, you kind of know that, so you're going to save up. I mean, it's but you can still get good deals. I mean, you can still shop at market. And there's things everywhere. People are selling stuff everywhere. Like there's a food truck here. People are selling stuff here. You can get pizza over here. I mean, it's not bad at all in terms of prices. I mean, if
Las Vegas is supposed to be all right as well, but it's just all casinos, isn't it? Yeah.
No, there's a lot of shows in Vegas. You don't need to gamble in Vegas. I mean, but it is what it is. It's I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not a gambler, I mean, I don't really see why Vegas would be a good time for you. A lot of people think prostitution is legal in Vegas. It's not.
Yeah.
Prostitution only.
When I was little, my mum and dad went there, so it's just something. And Florida, they went to as well, so it's just something that I've always wanted to do, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would definitely go to Vegas if you got the means. I mean, if I was to, yeah, Pete's right. San Francisco is way more expensive than New York City for sure. But I mean, if I was to visit the States once, I mean, I would honestly find people who are, you know, if you got friends in the States, visit them first and, you know, go from there. I mean, there's so many different spots. I mean, New York's probably a must visit. I mean, you kind of have to see New York. I mean, so a lot of people here don't like New York. And I mean, you know how a lot of London or a lot of British don't like London just because they don't like the hubbub and all that. And same thing here in New York. I mean, a lot of people who aren't from New York City, they just don't really like because it's so packed. I mean,
Do you know what it is? Know what it is? It's the buildings really in New York. I mean, they're massive. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's just so lively and all the lights and it just looks fantastic.
Oh, it's a magical spot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, and weed's legal there too. I mean, so I'm definitely gonna double down on New York now with the weed. I mean, me and Nikki were there. It was actually a year ago. Today we were there.
Yeah, I know. I remember you was at New York. I know. I remember that because you showed them. You showed everybody around. You remember? I can't remember what channel you came on, but one of the channels, and you showed us around.
Yeah, we were on the double-decker buses going through the city and stuff. But I mean, I went to the Central Park, just go there and smoke weed and just chill. We are doing gummies for super chats, by the way, man. Weed's smacking me too. But yeah, you could sit right. I was sitting there right in the park, just smoking blunts and shit and chilling and watching people do their thing. And,
the park, there's loads of squirrels there.
Oh yeah, you remember that video I sent you? That video I emailed you. I did that one just for you.
Do you know what?
In Central Park, there's a little sanctuary.
You know that video? I don't even know where it is. I tried to look for it because it was so cute. So if you've got to send it to me again because it's just very cute. I think that was a mouse squirrel. You know that if I can remember. But he was so sweet. It's such a shame he didn't have food because he would have took it from you.
Oh, he would have. He would have. Yeah. So in Central Park, there's a little tiny park. It's like a little. They put where it's all trees, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Most of the parks is grass and whatever. This is all like a nature preserve. So it's like it's several hundred, a couple hundred acres. I would say or maybe 10 acres. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not big at that. I'm also big, but
well, I would love that then, wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, you would probably just chill right there and live there at that part of the park. I mean, honestly, if you had a place to shower up and stay out of the elements when it gets cold, Central Park would be a fun place to live. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's such a wild spot, man. It's
I mean,
but everybody
I'd love to go. I'd love to go to America. I mean, I'd probably go to Arkansas, but I wouldn't want to move. I wouldn't want to meet Blake.
You would have to have Blake come on.
Hi, Blake.
I've never been to Arkansas. I think I've smashed over the border one time. Because when we were in Dallas,
you've got most of the singers in America and all the rappers and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Alicia Keys. I mean, I love her music. I would so love to meet her. Shanti. There's just so many people over there that you could just maybe bump into. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
Sure. I think she spends most of her time in the UK now.
Does she?
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a place down in London.
What, Alicia Keys?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So you know more than me then. Wow.
If you're looking for celeb watching, if you're looking to watch celebs and just celeb watch, you'd have to go to LA. I mean, LA is where all the celebs are.
Yeah.
It's I mean,
that's what I said to you, Joe. Why don't you try and get hold of like somebody like that, Alicia Keys or one of them? You surely must be able to do that. Because I mean,
I have emails for a lot of the people. I mean, a lot of people. I got to be. I have to provide something of value to these people, and a lot of people just don't see the value in a show like mine, which is fine. I mean, at this level,
I think your
come on the show,
you know what I mean? The people that you've had on your show, I mean, half the people on YouTube wouldn't be able to get those people on. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Tommy.
Yeah, right. But a lot of it's just about vibe and about. I mean, some people I'll send people a show. Hey, this is what it's gonna be like. If you want to be on the show, fine, cool. If not, cool. And the resume for the show was there at this point. I mean, I've had on guys like Tommy Chong. I mean, that's the creme.
Oh my god, that was epic. Seriously, he was awesome.
I'll never top that interview. I mean, I might be able to, but for right now, at this level, fuck, that's probably the peak. That was great. And I'll listen. If you're gonna come to the States, please come. But I can't recommend going to Arkansas. I know a lot of you want to see Blake. There's not much to do in Arkansas. And I know that sounds wild for somebody from Ohio saying that, but dude, there's a when was the last time you ever heard somebody like, oh yeah, gotta go to Arkansas? I don't think I've ever
No, I
heard
was gonna
somebody.
say, so from here, so from like the UK to where you are, then say Ohio, how long does it take on a plane roughly?
No, not long. It takes 6 hours to get to over the pond, and then probably another hour or so here, probably 7.
Yeah, it's
not
the
long at
getting
all.
back. It's the getting back that's the problem. It's like, what, 16, 17, 18 hours or something like that?
It just depends on if the headwind or the tailwind. It wasn't bad. It's a totally doable flight. It really is. I mean, it's just finding the connections, and if you can get a good fare on off season sometimes for $600, $700, $800. I mean, it's you just got to find the right times and you can get it. I mean, it's not too bad, really. I mean,
The flights not too long ago
save
were really bad here. You know what I mean? Going out of the country, the flights, it was terrible. Like people had to queue up and stuff and wait, and there was delays and stuff like that. It was crazy here in Heathrow Airport. So yeah, I have to look into it. Well, you're supposed to be coming to the UK anyway. When are you coming?
I got to get my passport paperwork. I'm gonna do it today. I know I've been saying that for like fucking 3 weeks, but I think it's over there. And today I got off all day, so I could do that today. And I got to get up there because I got the pictures. I got the pictures right here. Literally
Yeah.
Right, and then because I got to get the
But
kids.
when was you thinking of coming though? If you was going to come here,
it was shooting for October, November, and when it's cheap.
see, October is probably the worst time.
Well, it worse. I mean, weather-wise, whatever. But that's just when the cheap.
Weather, yeah.
I'm from Cleveland. I don't give a fuck about weather. It's whatever. I can party in fucking rain and snow. I don't give a fuck. I'm from Cleveland. You know what I mean? It's the weather. If we didn't party in good weather, we'd never party. We'd be sober and fucking paper. You know what I mean? So it's.
You'd like it here in the summer.
Yeah. I was about to say, Joe, if you make it for November, then you'll be celebrating my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, November's much better than October. There's a few things I've got on in October. It's just not a great month in October, to be fair.
Yeah.
But saying that, November, my God, if you did come November, that's good. So sadly, that's when my dad, if you remember last year, Joey, when my dad passed away, November the 9th.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all lost our parents here, basically. It's wild because, when you talk about 2000, I don't want to go down that line, and I want to do the positive. We try to stay positive.
Positive thing, yeah.
That's inevitable. But it's funny you talk about 2016 and all the celebs dying. That was kind of like a turning point. Cause like that point after, it seems like there's so many things started dying. So many people started dying just randomly. Like I lost both my parents since then. I know a lot of people have lost dads and moms since then. Like a lot. I mean, a lot of it was the pandemic, but I mean. A lot of it was just, who knows? I don't know. It's just a wild time. It's different. Kent says it's nice to meet you, Char and Princess. Nice.
Nice to meet you too.
Captain says Belfast to Newark was 8 hours. Not too bad. Newark's, man, you went to Newark. That's the shittiest of the 3 airports in New York City. What else we got?
Congratulations, on being monetized.
John and Angie are in the house. What's up? If I said hi to both of you. Cheers. Having fun. Hell yeah. We got to do a DeShaun Watson update since that is the title of the stream. Let's see. We got any?
How is DeShaun doing?
He's doing fine. He's having fun in camp. To be honest with you, he got a $230 million guaranteed contract. So every picture I've seen him, he's been smiling. So he's loving it. Oh, that's the only place they can land for New York. Okay. If you can't fly into JFK, I think JFK is a better airport in my opinion. Some people like LaGuardia. Honestly. Well, Newark's probably easier to get out of because there's a train from Newark you can get right into New York City.
Yeah, I've got to go to New York. I have to. That's one thing on the list. I have to go to New York. That's something I've got to do.
You gotta go by the Statue. The Statue of I've been in New York probably half a dozen times. I've never been to Statue of Liberty though. I've only been past it because like you got to make.
Yeah, I'd like to go there, see it. Statue of Liberty. Definitely.
They got if you go there, there's a bus company. It's like a double-decker bus. And you can get out, it's a hop on off. But also when you buy that, they give you I am fucking baked. I should get some food. Fuck it. There's a trolley, not a trolley, those things on the water, the boat. There's a ferry that goes out and it goes all around Liberty Island. You can take all the pictures with it and stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. Because Ellis Island, people think Ellis Island is where Statue of Liberty ain't. No, it's not. There's 2 different islands. Ellis Island is where they process all the immigrants. Statue of Liberty is on Liberty Island. It's just a small little, real tiny thing. It's not big at all. It's not even maybe a couple
It
acres.
sounds cool, New York. See here, I'm near like Ealing Broadway. So about half an hour, 45 minutes on the train from me. I'm near like Leicester Square. Like that's like the big part of London, like Oxford Street and all that.
Jesus Christ, you're in the posh part of the world.
Yeah, where? That's what I was going to say. Where are you? What part are you in, Edu?
Worcester.
Worcester, yeah. See, most of the people from the UK are way far from me. Like at least 2-3 hours away from me. I'm like basically right in this. Well, you might as well say central London part, isn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think there's anyone here I know on YouTube that is actually near where I am. They're just all like either Yorkshire, like where you are, or Wales, or somewhere like that. So we're all like.
I thought Aisha was. I thought Aisha was close to you.
Do you know what? I remember her saying something on one of the lives, but I can't remember now. She might be maybe an hour away. I think Aisha might be. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing, Jerry. When you go over here, honestly, from Worcester to London is what, 2 hours on the train?
Yeah.
So it's not.
You know what you'd be better off doing,
distance.
Joey? I think he can do it. You'd be better off hiring a car. He can do that, can't he? Because he's got a driving license for America. Can't he do that here in the UK?
The working plan is to meet up with a couple of people, Mick or maybe Jack, whoever wants to meet me up the plane. We'll go party there first. And just do a whistle stop kind of train tour thing and meet up. Okay, we're taking the train to here today, and then 4 or 5 people there with us, and we party, and then we go to the next spot, that kind of thing. And just crash on couches and shit. I'm not gonna. I mean, there's been enough people who say, hey, you need to crash over here to where I'm gonna do it. Like Doof said many times, hey, this is where you're gonna be staying. I'm staying with Doof for a day, and I don't know if it's how long we're gonna be there, or what we're gonna be doing. But there's no way you put personalities like this together. And all that weed and shit. And it was just, the fun will just ensue. We'll just have a good time. People will be like, oh, who's this fucking idiot with the American accent? With my fucking giant voice and my giant American accent, bro, they're going to love me over there. There's no way we're not going to. No
everyone's going to love your accent, seriously. So you're talking about weed and stuff like that. We've got some really good stuff here. We've got one called Banana. It's really strong. See, I don't really smoke it, but I might have I used to smoke weed every day years and years ago, but because of my asthma and stuff, I had to stop. But I would do it like on the weekend, like a couple of pulls, and seriously, it's really strong. I mean, there's people I know here, they're like really like Joey, hardcore smokers, and they said it's like really good. It's Banana, and then there's another one called Dog.
Nice.
And there's another one called Strawberry as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
that one, that's true. Right, there's apples and bananas. So, and we speaking of Mick, we were just talking about you, Mick. You speak of the guy, he comes up. What's
Mick
up,
T?
Mick T, my man, exclusive member, Mick T. If you want to become an exclusive member, just click that join button.
Mick.
You get access to all those epic emojis. There's a Churchill emoji on there for you fine British people.
That's what I don't think you heard me. I wanted to say congratulations on being monetized again. Woo!
Hell yeah.
No, you well deserve it, Joey. You work so hard, you know what I mean, on your channel, and you've done what you've done. You have fantastic guests. So you so earned to be monetized. I can't even believe that you had to go through like what you did to get to that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. At the end of the day,
they should have done it anyway.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease. If you go, if you know if you're true to what you are and true to your craft, you have is the thing. Fucking complain tactfully. I mean, I was on Twitter every time they post on the YouTube creator Twitter page or just YouTube page. I would just say something sarcastic about bots review and shit, and you guys not liking veterans or something. Just to the point where it caught somebody's eye. You know what I mean? And I cut 15 days out the back end. It really did. So it was good, man.
That's what I was going to say to you. I've got 60, I think 65 more till I get to 500. So when you get to 500, you get the community page, don't you? How does that work? So when I hit 500, what happens? How does it work then? So as soon as I hit 500, what happens?
You just wait a couple of days, and then they give you an email, and then you get the community tab. They're like, congratulations on getting 500. Here's a community tab kind of thing.
But do you need, because I know when you get to 1,000, you need watch hours and stuff like that to be monetized, don't you? You need a certain amount of hours. Do you need that for the community page or not?
No, for the community tab, all you need is the subs. You don't need any kind of watch hours.
Right. Okay. So how many watch hours would I need when I eventually get to 1K?
You need 4,000 public watch hours in the past year, and that's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Like if you'd have to become a live streamer at that point. You really would. You'd have to get StreamYard to go live. That's what I mean. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm being real with you. You're not going to get 4,000 watch hours just putting up videos of a squirrel. There's not. I mean, even if you get a short, a lot of the times you're doing shorts.
Well, I only do it once a week, don't I? I only do it on a Friday. I mean, I was doing it 3 times a week, but due to certain reasons, I mean, I get videos of Princess every day, like 2 or 3 videos a day of her from Monday to Saturday. So I've got like 600 videos on my phone that people ain't even seen. But at the moment, I can only post 1 at the moment. I might go back to posting 3. But for me, I'm not really bothered about getting to 1K. I want to get to 500 because I want to share people out. When you get to 500, you can share people out on the community, can't you? People's channels. So that's what
you can, but I'm going to recommend. Hey, I'm going to recommend.
I love you too, Mick. I love you too, Mick.
I'm going to recommend against a lot of the sharing in the community tab, just for the simple fact that nobody looks at that. I've seen people who share. You could judge the community tab by likes. You know how many people like something. That means how many people see it, basically. And I've seen people, check out my buddy, and then those posts will get 1 like, if anybody sees it. But if I post something silly,
yeah, but you know what, Joe? There's somebody that I know. They're always on their community. They even talk on their community. They like to say, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" and stuff like that.
If you have a giant community,
they've got loads of subs from doing that. Do you know what I mean? They will like basically share people's videos out, then they will get loads back. So it does work for some people because I've noticed that.
It's a fine line. I mean, it's because a lot of it is just. You have to be. It's like this, man. I'm not going to sub to a channel unless they provide some entertainment value. I mean, if it's somebody I know, like somebody's in my chat every day and they're interacting, I'm going to sub their channel for sure, even if they're whatever. Yeah. But if it's somebody who just says, "Oh yeah, check me out," and their channel's fucking garbage and there's nothing there. I mean, I'm not going to waste it. So I mean, let's be real too. You can go out there right now if you wanted to, and there's streams out there from India and Pakistan and. But Bangladesh, Philippines and shit, you could spend $50 and get the watch hours and channel subs right now. But it's never gonna be there in the backside. So I mean,
I think if I posted like videos every day, I reckon that I would have probably been already to 500 by now or even more. I mean, posting 1 video a day. I mean, I've got 435 subs now, which is not too bad because I mean, considering I started posting the game 4 months ago, I only had like 218, so I've gone from 218 to 435. So I don't think that's too bad.
No. I mean, community tab's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I mean, for big channels, it's a great tool. I mean, but we just gotta be realistic about it. I mean, it's I just can't post up because it has only so much visibility. It's not like because I'll post. I post fuck, man. I use the community tab mainly for just silly pictures, these lifestyle shit,
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted because I mean I got loads of pictures of Princess. It'd be nice to put pictures on there because so many people like enjoy watching her videos, and that it'd just be nice to just put like something like that on there, and then just obviously share a few people's channels out, like yourself and that, people that I communicate with. It's just something nice to do, isn't it? Really, I mean, I ain't really doing YouTube for money. Basically, I just do it because I want people to see Princess. I just think she's such a sweet squirrel, and I think people just see her, really.
Now listen, the views and opinions of Shar Avery do not affect those of the Square Table Degenerates. Now, I am doing this for money, so if you want a super chat, I will do gummies. I am quite baked, so it would be kind of funny. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's nice to have, but I would just don't get overly excited about it to the point where you think it's gonna put you over the top. I mean, it's end of the day.
It'd be nice to get money from it. You know what I mean? It'd be well excited. I get excited and be like, yay.
Right. It's something. Exactly. It's something to show progress for your stuff. Exactly. It's something. At the end of the day, so that's all it is. It's something. It's perfect.
Joey, earlier you mentioned something about the food bank on Sunday. I think you're doing it.
Oh, we've got food banks here.
Yeah, I do some shopping for him over here. No, I was wondering, how would I be able to get some money over to you without doing it through
PayPal
YouTube?
or Cash App. I'm gonna have a PayPal and Cash App to where we can do that.
Joey, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to ask. Do that Cash App?
Yeah, I love Cash App. I love it. I love it.
I've tried to install that. It tells me to do like put your card and whatnot, and for some reason it's got a lock button at the top. It's not doing anything else. What does that mean?
Well, let's see here. I'll show you what.
Because there's like a lock button at the top, and it says add this and add that, and then it says add your name, which I done, and then it just doesn't do anything. It just like I can't press anything more at the bottom. It's got skip or it's got something else next, but then the next is not highlighted up. It's like blanked out, so it doesn't let me continue. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, mine's already loaded, but yeah, you just go on there and just like that, and then whatever you want to, do. If I want to pay $23, you just type 23 and then pay.
But you see, if you want it, so obviously, well, hopefully I'll get it to work. So say if I want to give someone something, what do I do? Just type in their name or something?
Yeah, you just type in how much, like say you wanted to give somebody $25, just type in 25 and then pay, and then type in the name and then send. It's so simple,
That's
man.
it. Yeah, but why is it? That's what I don't understand. But it's got a lock button at the top. It's obviously when you download it, it's all green. It says Cash App. Then it says enter your card, etc. But then there's a lock button at the top of it. I don't get why it's doing that.
Yes, Mick, on Instagram.
I don't understand.
Yeah, Instagram. He's what do you
I was about to say on I don't know if you can.
I could share. I could drop your Instagram, or I could just send it to Mick privately if you want.
Yeah, can you do it privately? Like
Got you. Hold on. Stand by, Mick. I'm going to send it to you on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, live, Mr. Bacon is in the house. How are you, sir?
Bacon.
I'm about to enjoy dinner. You degenerates.
Hell yeah.
What is my dinner? Whatever I was able to scrounge up that I didn't have to cook because it is way too hot for that right now.
Oh my God, it's morning here. We're eating breakfast.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't mind having breakfast for dinner. I usually do. It's
So what temperature are you dealing with?
We'll kick like some eggs or steak or some
that sounds
breakfast
nice.
Sausage, bacon, all that kind of stuff.
Not bacon. I don't like bacon or something. I'm not really keen on bacon. Sausages, eggs.
Damn.
You don't like bacon?
Damn, I like you. Jesus Christ, what did I do? I just got here.
I'm not keen on bacon. Steak's one of my favorites, but bacon.
What kind of bacon? I have to know because there's different kinds, and you of all people would know. The different kinds of bacon that you have there. Your country being a strong supporter of this.
Streaky, smoked, non-smoked.
Smoked.
Cooking
horrible.
Bacon.
Yeah.
You don't like anything smoked?
Smoky bacon, no. It's horrible.
So you're not a fan of Scotch and you have a Swiss palate is what I'm hearing.
No.
Okay. All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but have you tried that? Have you tried that fake bacon?
Faking?
No, I refuse
Bacon.
to. I can't believe you even asked me that question. That's damn near black.
Joey, a quick question. What is it? Joey, something just came up on my phone. It says my device is overheating. What does that mean?
It says say again?
It's because StreamYard, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You probably got to put your phone in the freezer for a little bit because StreamYard baked your phone. Sorry about that, sweetie. It happens, I guess.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
she's running a little hot over there. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, StreamYard will ruin your phone if it starts overheating and stuff. Put it in the fridge for like 5 minutes or something.
Make me surprised. I'm surprised I got through Friday night show without a hiccup. At least technical wise. I got through that pretty goddamn well. It was hot as hell here.
Nice.
I mean, not as hot as pretty much anywhere else, but for here, it's pretty goddamn hot.
Yeah, you don't normally get 90-degree days, or normally don't get 80-degree days. It's hot as fuck when it's 80 to 90 degrees.
Yeah. And by the way, I mean, I think I mentioned this earlier. Like, not only that, but I live in a third story attic unit, which literally is the roof of this building.
Oh,
That's in direct line of fire for the sun. You know.
oh.
So that might have something to contribute to that. You know.
Where are you, Bacon?
Now, when you're outside, it's not too bad. Even when it got to what was like 115, 116 something last year, we had our own heat dome, as they like to call it here. That wasn't too bad because all I did was just go outside. I stayed in the sun, and I eventually went to the local 7-Eleven to go get like a mixed cocktail in a can and some ice cream. You know. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. But if you're inside, you know, and you don't have air conditioning, that's a totally different story. You know?
Yeah, because in the UK we had like 105 or something like that.
105 what?
105 Fahrenheit.
Oh, right
so
now. Oh, yeah, you guys are
41.
going through something you guys don't normally go through.
Yeah. So everyone's screwing their heads off. But I live in like a 200-year-old property, so the walls are like extra thick.
What does that mean? Does that mean it holds in extra heat?
No, it's like cool, like really cool inside.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, put a fan on, open up the window, boom, freezing cold. Yeah.
Mr. Booth, message you on IG, bro. So check it out.
Yes, I was about to say, because I'm on thingy, I got mobile.
Oh, okay,
I can't. Yeah, I will do it as soon as I get off.
Well,
Or I could do it now.
No pun intended.
if you're gonna get off, don't do it on the stream. You have to turn your camera off. You're getting off.
He just got monetized, for fuck's sake. Let's not ruin that.
You know, Blake's the only one for me.
Well, I mean, okay. I don't know about you, but you know, where you are in the UK or just the UK in general, I mean, it's not the hugest of places compared to even some of the states here. Like, do you have to deal with a whole lot of humidity during the summer as well?
Yeah, because I'm Worcester, which is like south of Birmingham, so it's like the Midlands.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get no fresh air, so we just get everyone's crap from around us, all their pollution, everything. There's no fresh sea air coming in to change that around.
Damn.
So yeah, the humidity is massive.
Okay.
So that's
the reason I ask is because at least here, anywhere east of the Rockies, which is somewhere in the middle of the country, or at least it's slightly closer to the west coast and the east coast.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna get hot, but you're most likely gonna be okay because there's not as much humidity. Here, there's not that much humidity. This is why I mentioned, just camping outside, okay, I wake up, it's hot as shit, I'm going outside. Well, first of all, I'm going down to the ground floor, and then I'm also going to a courtyard where it's mostly shaded. So the shade actually means something here, If you're in a place that has to deal with a whole lot of humidity, then that's damn near meaningless. So instead of a 20 or 30 degree drop, you might have 2, because the air is still carrying the heat.
Yeah. I know a fellow YouTuber from America, Chris X, he's called, part of You Always Win. Been watching them for absolute years. They do Call of Duty zombie maps. So these South Park modern zombie maps and stuff. They're a little bit childish and stuff, but it's what it is. But he goes up into, I think, the Rockies. So I don't know. Is these Rockies? Yeah. But anyway, he's class bloke.
Which part of the Rockies? If I may ask.
I can't remember if it is the Rockies or not. I think it would be because it's pretty much the only mountain range you guys got.
It's
But yeah,
it's one of
you
the
go.
few mountain ranges that we have. We have quite a few mountain ranges here.
Well, yeah. But I think it is the Rocky. Must be. But
Okay.
yeah, he goes across. Actually, no, is it Utah?
Utah's the Rockies. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll go
So
through
he
that,
goes
yeah.
across all the mountains and everything, does off-road and stuff like that. And I've got to say, man, that part of America is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
That's where Chadio's at. He's up in the Rockies. It's expensive.
Yeah,
up there.
Chadio's out there.
I mean, Utah is kind of crazy because there's a lot of Mormons out in Utah. But Mormon, I'll tell you what, man, Mormon.
Well, yeah, it's
so
Mormon
hot,
Central. It's not all that bad, You're not
Mormon
gonna get hit
women
over
are
the head with a Bible, but it's not that bad. At least
Mormon women
when I
are some of the
visited.
hottest. Dude, they're some of the hottest women on the entire planet. I mean, they because it's part of their thing. Your body is a
Yes,
temple.
they
so
are.
they'll take care of themselves. Oh, there's this girl from the Utah office that works for my agency. And she's she's an older girl, she's in her 50s, but man, she's smoking hot, dude. She's like so smoking hot because it's just how it is in Utah, dude. I don't know. It's like fuck.
Joey's into the soccer mums.
Well,
age, man, you like it.
Well, actually, keep in mind, I mean, even though, I mean, a lot of them, they do take care of themselves. You will see some fat people in Utah. I did when I visited out there, but it's few and far between. So you're right about that. But keep in mind, as far as like the whole religion thing goes, like you will have some women who are, are devout in that, and there's some people. You even have some people who actually work at the Central Church that's out of Salt Lake City. In case you don't know, Salt Lake City, it's gridded out based on the church that's in the center of the city. So everything that goes away from it, it increases the number. Everything that's closer to it is decreased number, or the name and letter of the city or the street rather. But a lot of women who are out there, they tend to resent, being included in the Mormon, church, and now they will do an easy exit or an easy break. Where it's like, okay, I'm okay with, you guys being my, my parents and all that stuff. I still love you, but I don't follow this. Or they do a hard break, which is like, they basically go 180% against whatever, the Mormon church was teaching them, let alone their parents. So I mean, you got a lot more opportunities out there than you might, think.
Joey, it's been a cool hour and a half or whatever it's been. I'm gonna go and see what Mick wants on Instagram. If it is a dick pic, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you how small it is.
So I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Later, brother. Yeah, Mormon chicks are. Well, I mean, they get married so young too because they're, they want to, because they want to, they want to procreate at that point because you're supposed to remain a virgin until you're married in that religion.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, that's in theory. In practice,
Right. I mean, we got to be realistic about the world. I mean, in the days when you did get married right out of high school, it was perfectly acceptable, fine, whatever. But I mean, dude, I'm not gonna fucking sit around and be a virgin until I'm 30. I didn't get married till I was 32. There's no fucking way. I would have went crazy. I would have went literally insane, dude. No way.
Well, plus it's in men's natural instincts to go out and at least try with other women. Whether you're trying to make it, more permanent thing or not, whether you're trying to procreate or not, you're still gonna have that drive to go do it.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing is, women like to have sex too. Why do you think they have sex? Why do you think there is such a thing as, no strings attached, dude? If women didn't like sex, that wouldn't be a fucking thing.
Well, the whole feminism movement was about sexual liberation. Exactly. The birth control allowed that to happen. Yeah, I mean,
even before that, and I could do my history. I wasn't there for it, but I could do my damn history. We were doing that shit before. I mean, it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't as highly prevalent, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there.
Right. Welcome everybody. It's now 7:14 on the East Coast. You're tuned into the Square Table Degenerates impromptu guest host. The goddamn bacon is in the motherfucking house. We're waiting on the DeShaun Watson news to drop any second. I was just scouring Twitter. I didn't see anything yet. I'm sure if within 2 minutes of it breaking, it's going to be in my inbox. So we'll let you know the second we get it.
Oh, so this is a news story somehow. I just saw it was like, hey, he's gonna be live while I'm doing shit, so I'll tune in.
Right, yeah, that's upset. Well, you know how it is with this kind of stuff. I mean, this isn't anything formal. I didn't advertise this on fucking TikTok or anything. I'm not even on TikTok, and I recommend against TikTok personally.
I don't remember if you know what? Actually, now I think about it, I don't think I shouted this out, actually. Let me go do that. Hey, hang on. I'm going to grab my phone.
You're fine, man. You are totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Stay up here. Your presence here.
Be right back.
All right, Lep is in the house. What's up, Leppity Lep? Lep, how you doing, buddy? It's lunchtime over in the UK, which stands for United Kingdom, even though sometimes the different.
Also make it easier for me to keep an eye on the chat, too, even though.
Triple B is in the house. What up, what up, what up? Yeah.
Howdy.
Shar, read what Mick's saying. He's not joking. He wants to Yorkshire sausage. I don't know if that's a euphemism, but I mean, it is what it is.
What's that about a sausage?
Yorkshire sausage is what Mick wants to give Shar. So I don't know.
Oh.
He said giant Yorkshire sausage. So I don't know if that's a euphemism.
Is she receptive to the sausage?
She's a girl, so she could take a sausage, I think. That's how it works. You stick a sausage in the burger.
I would hope so.
Back and forth with the fucking until the mayonnaise explosion, then boom. That's the fun part, bro. The gooey ending. The gooey ending where it's at. You got to zoom in, bro. You got to zoom in. You got to go like this.
You ain't wrong about that. I'll tell you that.
Take your screen, go like this. And then it gets bigger. Angie, Mick is in the house, or Lep's in the house. Man, we're just rocking it today. We're doing gummies for Stupid Chat. If you're so indulged, we're waiting on the DeShaun news. If you want to join in the chat, feel free, or join the panel, feel free. I have no rule. Oh, shit, hold on. No, damn it. God damn it. Hold on. Don't look at that. Fuck.
Oh.
Shit, fuck. Hold on. I just put fucking his Instagram out there. Dude, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm about to delete it.
Well, is his Instagram, like, is it hidden or something?
He doesn't want people on his Instagram, so he just wanted to only couple people. Stand by. I'm deleting that message. I'm sorry, dude. Hold on. Do not click that link. Remove. All right, good. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
All right, that's gone. What was that?
Don't you hate it when that happens?
All right, let me drop the actual link. All right, hold on.
What link are you dropping?
Just a link for if they want to come up and talk to us here.
Oh, okay. Oh, the streamer link. Okay,
gotcha. Yeah, this is what happens when you smoke weed at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning. Can I start at 5:30? I'm fucking insane. I wanted to start before the news channel started. I guess it really doesn't matter because nobody comes to me for that kind of news, anyways. But fuck it.
I'm just here because I'm a degenerate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's what we're here for, degenerates, man. We support the finer arts in life of getting fucked up and just having a good time and debauchery and sex and all this other stuff. I mean, it's we got to be real.
I gotta say, you're the earliest rising degenerate I think I've ever known, at least in the last few years. Because I know
when I was a kid, bro. When I was a kid, I used to have to get up every day at 5 o'clock to deliver a newspaper every day, and so I just and if there's something I need to do,
even back then, that sounded like a fucking nightmare to me, and I had to fucking do that. Not for delivering newspapers, but just for other jobs that I had, and keeping my making sure my ex was going to be okay getting up with me, all that stuff. Like it was a nightmare. It sucked.
Everyone loves the Yorkshire sausage. LOL. It's pork, not squirrel. Okay, so pork sausage from Yorkshire. Or Yorkshire, or Yorkshire.
Why can't it be a mixture of both?
How do you say Yorkshire, Yorkshire, or Chester, Yorkshire. I'm going to be on for probably a while. I would say. I don't know. There's no bottom end limit, no top end limit. Probably a couple hours. I would say. It depends. I mean, as long as I'm having fun, I'll be live. I mean, I'm waiting on the news.
I got plenty of food that I didn't have to cook tonight, so I've got that ready to go.
I could go for some food, so I don't know, because I'm getting kind of stoned, but I think there's some, I don't know, maybe Kim will make some sandwiches or something. I don't know. We'll figure that part out, but I'll be live for a while, for sure. Love says he got no sleep. The cold, yeah, I mean, that's how it is with that, bro. It really does suck, man. You got to take the Sudafed maybe, or smoke some weed, or I don't know. I really don't know if there's a way to feel better on that. But yeah, Char, the
That's
news
the way to
right
help
now-
get yourself to sleep if you want to do that. Not that I would know anything about that publicly, at least. I'm just asking for a friend.
Right. But Char, we're waiting on the news of the quarterback for my team, the Browns. Quarterback is a position behind the center who throws the football. But we're waiting on the news of how long he's going to be suspended for, and that should be dropping any moment now. So we're waiting. We are waiting.
We're waiting on NFL news. Is that what's happening?
And he's back. What's up, buddy?
Just as Mick T sent me another message.
Nice.
All right. So, how would you rate the quality of the dick pic that you just got on a 105 scale? I'm just asking for a friend.
There are pixels small enough to see what I saw.
And yet you managed to see him. Just saying.
Wait, you know when Jerry gets, when Jerry gets really close to the camera like this, like he's really getting mean.
Oh, really?
That's how I focus.
Like
I
when I'm
focus
trying
on anything. I feel like
to yell into my mic or something.
Yeah.
when I look at the camera like that, that's my looking people in the eye. So that's like my thing with that. I don't know. It just comes from being high. I don't even know where I started from. It's kind of a reflex, honestly. Yeah.
Whatever, as long as it works, man.
I was about to say, Mick, it didn't come through last time. It said this page isn't available or something, or whatever.
Oh, that's
that
happens a lot. That happens a lot on Instagram when people like send you something, then Instagram decides to delete it. So like by the time you get to it, it's like, yeah, this post is unavailable because it got deleted for reasons. What are the reasons? I don't know, but there are reasons, I guess.
It's from Mick T. Then anything from Mick T is going to be deleted straight.
Instagram's a kind of an artificial place, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like Instagram.
It's weirdly set out. I don't like how it's set out. Like,
well, it's
you know.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. It used to be photocentric, so I can understand it's media, actual visual media centric. So it used to be photocentric, but now every goddamn woman on there wants to turn into the fucking TikTok, you know. Which has been frustrating to me to no end, because if you follow any of the posts that I do, there's like every post that I have, like the end is a nice hot chick that actually looks realistic, you know, is easy on the eyes, and doesn't have any, you know, visible red flags, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I get it. I'm basically same reason here is I'm only on IG to basically get a hold of people.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with Twitter.
Yeah, I'm still 100%.
Well, Twitter's good for checking rumors. I mean, it's a good way of getting a hold of celebs too. I mean, but I mean, it's easy because it's easier to follow. Like Twitter doesn't have many pictures, so it's like easier to, you know, just look at you can just type in a topic and it's so easy to search, you know, whatever. So if you got a rumor, I'm really into sports rumors. I like being the first one to know shit because I got that kind of attention span. So it's like it's so easy to do that on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like when
you want to know another reason or another good use of Twitter's for?
They allow hardcore pornography on Twitter. A lot of people don't know that.
They do, as a matter of fact, and I think that's my pinned tweet actually. It's like, oh, this is allowed, but there was something else I can't remember what the fuck it was, but that's not, you know.
Right.
Okay,
but we can tell somebody sucking a dick.
But not only can you get alerts from your local you know, first responders and shit. It's like, okay, shit's happened. Go on Twitter, see what they've tweeted. I actually will spend the time to do that. At least they do up here in Washington State. Washington State Patrol, Tacoma PD, SPD, Seattle PD, Auburn PD, all of them, they'll do it. King County Sheriff as well. But you can also, like, and I found this out early in 2020, and that was for a good and bad effect. You will have protest networks that will they'll basically they basically will telegraph their every move. So back when we had the whole, what was it? The whole occupation in Seattle, or the Capitol Hill Occupy protest.
Capitol riots.
Yeah, which it was it was more of a goddamn camping session. That's really what it was. I know because I literally walked through it and I got to see it for myself.
Oh.
And by the way, I had to work through that for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
While about a third of them were trying to hunt me down, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Because I got so pissed off at one of the protests, I literally found a communications task. I said, hey, you fucking retards. If I run into you guys again, I'm not turning around. I'm getting out of the car, and I'm fighting. And you don't want to know what I'm fighting with. And that turned about a third or even about a half of them. Half of them were fucking looking for me. And I had to deliver in and out of that area. It was fun as fuck.
As far as the suspension goes, yeah, we're thinking. Pale time. What's up, PT? How you doing, buddy? We're thinking it's 4 to 6 is probably what the consensus usually is. I would say bare minimum 4. Bare minimum 4. I know the NFL is pushing hard for 12 from what I've read. So I would say probably 6 to 8 is so 4 to 12 is probably the range, the actual range. Probably, right, you split the difference. So you're probably right about 6, 7, or 8, somewhere in there. Maybe 6 with the, reapply clause. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I'm dying to wait, though, because this has been all summer we've been waiting for this, bro, because we traded for DeShaun like fucking, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago? I don't even know how long it's been. And they were like, oh, yeah, any day now. And then fucking they completed the briefs on August or July 5th or 6th or something. And we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. July was such a crazy long month in some aspects with that. So, yeah, I mean, God, hopefully it comes soon, man. Usually these things break when the bell hits at Wall Street. So I would anticipate by 9 o'clock we should know something, but we'll see. We're still rocking it with that, chilling.
Well, and by the way, I just want to make a note that Twisted Early has decided to show. She woke up early, apparently.
I was just gonna get to
and I have my condolences for her for waking up early. I know what that feels like. It sucks ass.
Twisted in the chat. What's up, Twisted? You just sitting around airing out the girls. Captain says 2 games. Captain is just probably trolling us. He doesn't even know what the guy's name is. Why would he? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know anybody who's on Liverpool starting lineup. So why would he know anybody on the Browns?
Yeah.
It's so wild how funny, how little, like, you could say the name Tom Brady, and like I guarantee you fucking to 10 British people, maybe 1 or 2.
Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, and that's Tom fucking Brady. He's a legend. He's the Pele of fucking American football.
Well, he needed a name for himself, and it's hard to take away from that. It really is.
Oh,
love him or hate him, he made a name for himself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, what am I going to have to eat today, guys?
Ramen noodles. Like every day, it's all we eat. I'm actually fucking starving, man. Hopefully, I'm just hoping that Kim gets up and starts making a sandwich or something, and I get one. I don't know.
Well, that should be what's happening, anyways. Like, why is that even a question? Jesus.
I was gonna stay alive until I got the news. It's kind of what the working goal was, but I mean, who knows? I mean, I probably got a little ambitious with the 5:30 start time, but that's.
Are they taking their time?
Yeah, they've dragged this out so long. I mean, it's like imagine being in court and there's like fucking 30 breaks, and then they still don't get to it by the end of the day. You got to come back. That's how this feels. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They're edging you, bro. That's what's happening. They're edging you.
Well, there's so many dynamics at play here, bro. I mean, the fact that he's an African American quarterback in a league run by a bunch of white dudes, and there's no evidence. I mean, you can't sweep that under the rug. I mean, you can't convict a black guy with no evidence in 2022, and think people aren't going to think something about it. You know what I mean? So there's that to play. The fact, that who knows? I mean, there's 60 some different cases. Everyone could have been different. I mean, it appears it was all consensual. Was there pressuring? Who knows? At the end of the day, we want to move on. We don't want to talk about stuff like this. It's just negative vibes. You know what I mean? We just we have to do what we do.
Mate, at the end of the day, it's 2022. If someone wants to go to a massage place, let them.
Mm-hmm. Or just go visit Doof right down the street, right there, right outside.
Yeah, literally, I've got a Thai massage place, and you don't see one woman go there. You don't see any other type of bloke go there, other than the type of bloke that goes to the golf club.
Right. I mean, it's always been like that. Always will be like that. I mean, people could choose to acknowledge or to deny or whatever, but I mean, guys want to pop. It is what it is. I mean, yeah.
Mate, if it's consensual, man, let them.
Well, my question is, what kind of social calibration do you have there? If that was even the question, because I mean, I don't know. I've been in quite a few questionable situations. I've never been afraid of that kind of thing happening. I really haven't, and it's never happened. But then again, I mean, I take the time to understand the people who I'm with, you know. So even when they're fucking crazy, literally they're fucking crazy sometimes, and I still somehow manage to get out of it unscathed. Maybe I'm just gifted. I don't know, but based on some of the shit that I've been hearing the last few weeks from a lot of different groups of guys that are out there, the monks or, you know, the people who, for whatever reason, they think RK selection theory is super relevant to, you know, dating and all that shit. Okay. It's like, all right. Yeah, well, you're treating women like, you know, goddamn programs. Okay. That might be a problem. Because last I checked, they were human beings.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and you don't hear about women going to male massage places and stuff, do you?
Nope, because all they gotta do is literally just text "hey" to anybody they know, and then it just takes care of itself. Let's be real. I've seen it. I've seen it. To be like, hey, watch this.
They've got Tinder, is what he's trying to say.
You don't even need Tinder. You don't even need Tinder. He's got male Facebook friends. All you gotta do is say, "hey." As my daughter showed me one day, she's like,
or Facebook.
My stepdaughter, she's 25, but at the time she's like, you know, I was hollered. She's like, watch how easy this is. She's like, hey, and then the guy just started hitting her right away. So all she had to do was say, hey. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah. That thing, it's like we've got Love Island over here. Really? I don't know if you guys have got Love Island.
I heard it referenced. I think John Oliver talked about it. I haven't actually watched it.
It's the most god-awful show in the world. You never want to watch it.
Well, thanks for the warning.
It sounds like Temptation Island from back in the day. Just ultimate cheese, stupid shit, trying to fuck with people. And,
pretty much, yeah. Basically, a load of horny people going on a show and basically fucking.
Wait, hey, time out. What's the problem with that?
The problem is yeah, that then goes represents into schools, and then people think they need to look like that because there's not one blemish of skin on there. There's not one fat person on there. There's not one, you know, wobbly leg or anything.
Well, first of all, it's on TV, so I mean, you're gonna want the best looking people available. And second, it doesn't mean that people can't get to that point. You know, blemishes I can understand. You know, it might not be something that's under control, but your fat is definitely under your control. You know.
Yeah, well, it's like the what was it in Russell Howard?
So if you're gonna do some paradise thing, you know, you have pretty much the people that you actually would want to have sex with. It actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
also, too, dude. After talking to so many reality stars on the show, I mean, I've had quite a few on by now. It's all literally all, which is such tripe and bullshit. I mean, it's all fake.
A lot of them are models.
You do have that point where it's like, you know, there's a lot of editing that's going on. You know, photo editing, you know, picture editing, all that kind of stuff. There is that.
The conflict is pretty much always manufactured too. Is what is crazy.
Oh, that too, 100%.
That's what drives you.
No, I know people who they've been in the TV industry and like they went on shows and basically they had comments that they made on the show taken out of context. like Buddy Cobb, Aaron Cobb, he lives up here, or he lives in the Seattle area. He doesn't live close to where I am, so I have to travel. He's about 30 miles away.
All right.
But he appears on a podcast from my friend V. Ted Smith, V Podcast. If you want to look for it.
Gawani, real quick. We hollered. I thought we hollered at Gawani. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I'm not trying to ignore you.
Gawani, wait. Oh, sweet. Hey, Gawani, nice to see you. But he talked about his experience on one of the TV shows that he went on. Is like he talked about a few things and what the directors did or the writers did or whoever the fuck does this. It's like they edited to make it like he was like anti-kids, he hates kids or whatever. He just said he didn't want to have kids at the moment. That's pretty much what happened. You know? So no, I totally get what you're saying there, STD. Yeah, they will edit it for their own, nefarious purposes.
Yeah. That's what we...
The one guy, Rick Yem from Ice Road Truckers, he was telling me it was all bullshit. Like, literally everything was very bullshit.
Could have been. I don't know. I mean, think about anything that's on TV, even if it says it's reality TV, it's still on TV, so there's a production behind it. You have to understand that.
Oh,
whether it's Survivor, whether it's Naked and Afraid, any of it. There's a support staff behind that. There's a reason you're seeing it on TV. If there wasn't a support staff, you wouldn't be seeing it on TV.
This must bring into question, though. Does that, say, these young people see this shit, they think they got to live like that? Do you think that's an issue? Like, I mean,
that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Teenagers will act, they'll act all dramatic because that's what they see on this reality TV. They think that's how you're supposed to act, and that's not how you're supposed to act. So are we sacrificing our kids' future, societal norms at the, some clicks on a fucking stupid show, Love Island or whatever?
We could be, but that depends on the other influences in their lives too. I mean, for as big as TV is, children still have other influences on their lives. Whether it's their parents, whether it's their other friends, extended family, the rest of the community, whatever. I'm not saying I have the answer because I don't. But, you're probably right in that that's going to influence things as far as that goes. One way I could say that it's gone that way is because, let me ask you a question. When is the last time you've ever heard of somebody being punched in the face? For a justified reason, by the way.
Not just because somebody was drunk. Typically, because somebody was drunk.
This is why I had the stipulation because they deserved it. I'm just saying.
Well, we just don't punch people. We just don't. I mean, it's at the time it would be justified. You don't get that opportunity, so you really don't. I mean,
no.
So yeah, nobody.
Yeah,
well, I think I use it as an analogy, but the analogy really is most people these days, for whatever decisions they want to make, whether it's literal, political, whatever it is, a lot of times they don't pay any consequences for the decisions they make, and that gives them an inhuman amount of confidence that they shouldn't have because they never earned it. They can get away with a lot of the things that they do with, because they don't have to face consequences that they otherwise normally would have to deal with.
No, a lot of people also never say anything. For example, I'll give you an example here. I used to take the train to work. It's called the Rapid here in Cleveland. I used to go downtown. I'll get on the Rapid, go downtown, and you come back. People would play music on their phone, and they wouldn't have headphones in. That's a trigger for me. I cannot stand that shit. Every time I say, "Hey, buddy, can you turn that down?" Nobody else on the train ever said anything. They never did because people just don't say it. People are very, very non-confrontational. Do you remember in Fight Club? Do you remember the movie Fight Club? I know you had to have seen Fight Club. No way you didn't see Fight Club.
A long time ago, so don't count on my memory.
Well, the one part in Fight Club, the one assignment was you had to get into a fight and lose on purpose. and they showed in the movie how hard it was just to get somebody to get you into a fight. Most people don't want to fight. If somebody was trying to fight me, I'm not going to fisticuffs. I'm going to use words and back off, whatever, and then call the police if necessary. It's a waste of my time. I'm 45 years old now. I'm not trying to prove my worth. This isn't fucking, the Viking era.
Well, I'm not talking about proving your worth or anything like that, but put it this way. It was like, okay, somebody affronts somebody else, or they slight somebody else in a way that it actually makes it, poignant to actually punish this guy. Back then, fisticuffs was the way to settle that thing. It was. And
it's a sue happy society today. It's a different era. It just really is.
Well, by the way, what is using legal system do that outsources the government? That's literally what it is. The government and then people who work with the government. That's what it is. Back when people suffered, actual, whether it was physical or whether it was monetary consequences, they're a lot more accommodating. They're a lot more polite. They're a lot more agreeable. Let's put it that way. We've lost that over the last 40, 50 years. And especially if you want to bring the internet in this, why do you think we have trolls on the internet? Because they're tweeting or they're posting from the relative safety of their smartphones or their computers.
It's not just that though. It's the fact that they can. It's the fact that they can, and the fact that it's so easy to get away with it.
Well, that's what I'm pointing out. Why can they get away with that? It's because they're behind the safety of their smartphones.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, that and the fact that it can't ever be policed because of the way it's been set up.
Yeah, it's not a government entity. Decentralized, exactly. All you can do is even in those places like North Korea and China and all that, they could try to block the internet, but people get around it. So in a way, the internet's the thing of the people. It really is from the people. I mean,
by the way, this is not me digging at the internet itself. I think it's a very wonderful thing, despite some of the bad that's going to come up of anything that's literally kind of freedom based and all that other stuff. It's gonna have its bad things, just like anything else would. So this is me shitting the internet. But you're gonna have people like that, until they run across somebody that can fucking find them and has the motivation to. They're gonna keep running their fucking mouths. If you want to ask me how I know, I found some people who were running their mouths and they had just a little bit too much information on the internet, and I found them. And I didn't go to where they were. I just sent them messages like, hey, the weather's going to be real bad where you are right now. I'd stay inside, That's just that, so they would know that, okay, you want to keep walking around. I know exactly where you live, motherfucker.
They hear scraping on the window. You can be
prepared as much as you want. You're not going to see me coming.
They hear scraping on the window. They hear scraping on the window. They go to check. They see the street light flickering. They see Bacon stood there, and then they don't see him stood there.
Right in the window and chalk. Like, hey,
welcome, JB.
Hey, right in their window was like, hey, I didn't choose violence tonight. Please don't make me do it tomorrow. Jeez, now you're starting to give me ideas. Jesus Christ.
Great minds think alike.
I'm going to cross one of you guys down. I'm going to have to go get some chalk now. Jesus.
Yeah, Twisted, get some sleep if you're tired. I mean, smoke weed. I don't know if you got some weed. Maybe sometimes in the cartoons they would knock themselves over the head with a hammer. I won't recommend that, but I mean, if that works, I don't know. But,
you can drink some absinthe.
I will say I don't recommend you taking a hammer to your head. First of all, it's a beautiful head you have. So that alone is the reason I'm taking a hammer to it. But there's the obvious medical consequences there too.
That's true.
Although he didn't specify what kind of hammer, so
Yeah, just like a foam hammer. Boom, 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 boom. If you do that like 5 times,
A glass hammer.
and JB's hangout. What's up, brother? Exclusive member JB's hangout. He says working all weekend. Getting close to being done. You know, it's cool. Today feels like a bonus day because I took a vacation day Friday because of the trip. So we were driving home yesterday. It felt like
nice.
so much. So I was like, oh hell yeah, today's off. That's why I got up so early and streamed because I just wanted to. You know how it is when you ain't been online for a while. You know, I wanted to get into it, and I wanted to do it early enough to where I could, still have some of the day left. I didn't want to put it. If I had a guest or something, it'd be a different story. But damn, I missed where I was going to throw that hit. But if I had a guest or something, it'd be a different story. But this something like this, I can just go live whenever. That's why I went so early. And I didn't want to talk about something I didn't want to have nothing background on. And it's kind of a live reaction to the news kind of thing. So.
If Captain's still watching, I know he's going to roll his eyes at this, and probably everyone else is. But the England women's football team are in Trafalgar Square in London right now.
Does anyone care?
Yeah, just about to celebrate the cup.
Hey, they're a cute bunch. Take a look at that English women's football team before you go knock.
Oh, okay. All right.
For sure.
Is it better than the women's basketball team?
Yeah. We're talking almost softball team level. So you remember Jenny Finch? She was so hot. Oh my God. Look up Jenny
look
Finch.
it up. Oh, no, but I'm gonna grab something else to drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, she played USA softball back in, this must have been 15, 20 years ago now, but man, she was a solid. I mean, I don't like using numbers, but she was one of the hotter athletes I've ever seen in my life. Like, she was nice.
We can't recommend recreational drug use highly enough.
That's true. We're not using recreational drugs. We're using medicinal drugs. So, I mean, you wouldn't fucking a diabetic. You wouldn't get on a diabetic for using insulin. So you can't get on us for using weed. Same thing applies.
Cannabis isn't a drug, so
that's right. It's medicine. So you can't knock us for using medicine. You cannot knock a group of guys from around the world for using medicine, sir. And he just wants to use it himself. He's probably working on a Monday out there in
Belfast land.
Belfast land. Where are you from? Me from Belfast land. I didn't know what that accent was.
Oh, mate, there's Captain will probably know that. This is an Irish farmer. Literally, you cannot understand one word he says.
There's a video like that on YouTube. I think they just type in hardest to understand accent in English or something, and somebody will show. Oh, it's so those are the best.
Cool. I saw the sound.
Oh, I love it. I'm getting this table cleaned off in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing. I gotta, a lot of weed gunk gets on the table, so I gotta sanitize every
I was wondering if you were preparing it for dinner.
No, I could theoretically eat into this side's all clean. Everything over there is about to get wiped down.
Oh.
To be honest, Jerry, I thought you were rolling in a big fat spliff the size of your body.
The giant one. I've never been the big because the bigger you roll, the more you waste. It seems like so. I like just getting that's why I got the cones because it's so much easier.
The bigger the roll, the more you waste. That's what called out, but for a different reason.
Do you roll big ones? Do you roll big ones?
Oh.
I just rolled the regular cone size. I've never been a huge roller. Oh my goodness! If anybody
nobody informed STD of the joke I was trying to make. Nobody. Just saying. Say nothing.
Very good. My man.
My first time appearing this show, and I'm just.
Oh, you're a first time as well.
I've completely thrown off the whole show.
If the England's women's team are celebrating, who is doing the kicking and cleaning? Probably the probably the maids from the third world countries that England. Do rap. Do the top 10 worst rap songs of all time.
Will Smith.
He's all top 10, the whole thing. Well, I'll tell you, Will Smith. He has a couple good songs, dude. I don't mind "Summertime." Summer, summer, summer. That's an anthem, dude.
Is that really a rap? Is that not pop?
Yeah, it's considered rap.
It might be pop. Who knows?
It's probably considered. If we're being real,
if I'm gonna be an apologist for Will Smith, I'm gonna give him an okay at least. Okay,
hey man, I'm not digging at Will Smith. Please don't slap me.
Right, we don't want to get.
Or the Men in Black song as well, like the one that he kind of took over. That was interesting. Interesting. I'm not gonna say it was great. I'm just saying it was
that Sending Forget Me Nots was the original version of that. Sending Forget Me Nots. That's a great beat, man. It's a great beat. But
it is.
As soon as you hear that, drums, please, then that backwards, that's a fucking banger, dude. That's a banger. It takes you back to the 90s when you had a system and you weren't getting laid and you just rolled down the street with your buddies. Fuck, that was cool.
This one's for Captain. Does anyone remember a band called Queen?
Oh yeah.
No, never heard of them. Did they sing a song about big flat bottom girls? That's the only one I've heard of them. Or anything about a rap CD that was bohemian, you know. I'm just asking for a friend.
Just this little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche. You can do the bandango. Fucking A. I'm trying to check some Watson news here. Let me see what we got, guys.
I was about to say, sorry if I keep on going a bit weird because I'm going from Wi-Fi to mobile.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that is one of the most interesting songs I have with character, because that's the one song that everybody pretty much agrees that you should do with a group of people, because everybody's going to fill different roles on that song. That's what they're going to do. And there's parts that they will sing together, but everybody's going to have some certain role on it. I was like, that's the one I got recruited to sing the most. Back when I was going to the Spunky Monkey in Auburn.
My kind of music is System of a Down.
Love System
Not a bad call. Not a bad call at all.
System of a Down might be between System of a Down and Guns N' Roses. They're probably my two favorite bands of all time. I love System of a Down, dude.
Really?
Oh, I love System. And the whole catalog. Every fucking song's a banger, dude. Every single song's a fucking grade 10 banger. I just can't get enough of them.
How'd you like the other side? Or I think that's what it's called, but I don't remember. I used to have it.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. All right, hey, we got a question for you. Since you're up here, and it's the first time you've been up here for a while. Who do you like better, the Beatles or Queen, bro?
No.
Wait, what question am I being asked?
The question I ask all the guests from the chat that always comes on is Beatles or Queen? Who do you got?
Oh, fuck. Queen, because I can do most of their songs, and I don't know too many Beatles songs, to be honest. I know a few of them, but I don't know that many. You know, so just by default, it will be Queen.
There you go. And there's an exclusive Freddie Mercury emoji.
And I'm not saying that the Beatles are bad or anything. It's just that I don't know too many of their songs.
That's a good point by Captain for if you want to become an exclusive member, get access to the Freddie Mercury emoji only on the Score Table Degenerates. Click that join button. You'll get it. It's going to grow too. And there's only so many members. I'm not going to. At the end of the day, I can't do a members only stream if only one person's going to watch it. It's just easier to call them. You know what I mean? And everybody's at work. You know, a lot of people who watch my stream. A lot of us got jobs. I know it seems like a lot of us don't work, but a lot of us do have actual jobs. You know, so sometimes they're not available all day. So I can't. You know, I'm not Kevin Samuels. I'm not fucking, you know. I'm not. I just can't do it. I don't have. I'm not
Kevin Samuels. Well, Kevin Samuels is dead. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. So that's a good thing. Jamie, it's actually
maybe Fresher Fit is a good. Maybe Fresher Fit would be a better analogy these days since they're still alive.
That's true. Fresher Fit are kind of tools, honestly. Kind of a toolbox, for being real.
Yeah, but they get their audience, and that's what I meant.
There's always a market for that. Always a market for those jilted young men. There really is. It really is. It's wild. Don't go down. Hey, what we're talking about right now, guys, do not go down that rabbit hole. They're running weird stuff, man. There's some weird people out there. Wow. Like, what? How some of these people? It's like, how are they that miserable all the fucking time? All the time.
Well,
I don't
Captain.
know. Well, I'll tell you what. Just so you know, I mean, I don't tune into Fresh or Fit ever. Just because, I mean, that's content. You know what? I spent 10, 15 years dealing with that kind of shit. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't care.
Right.
Oh,
Jamie.
women want to say this. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Jamie, where you at, buddy? Are you in Finland? You were saying, or something like that? Hop up if you got a good connection, bro. If you're on here, you gotta be drinking because nobody watches this shit sober, bro. Let's be real. So hell yeah, come on, man.
He's not wrong. I ain't sober. So
Doof is high. I'm high. So let's party, man. And I will do gummies for super chats if you guys are so obliged. I'm high as fuck. So we'll see. I gotta get. Hopefully somebody brings me in some food sometime soon. That's how it is. Sometimes you just be sitting around and the wife will just bring in some random food. Like, all right, whatever, I'll eat it. Because I mean, when you're streaming and you're smoking weed, it's a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to say. Oh, his vacation's over. Damn it, dude. Sorry, bro. He's back in Albany. It happens. But when you smoke weed, there's no room. Sometimes you get too lazy to move and go get food. So it's like you're not really getting big.
This is what DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and all.
When you're cheap. I mean, I can go to the store and buy and drive. I mean, I can drive, but like you're not. I'm cheap. I'll never get stuff delivered. I hate delivery. I don't. To me, it's like pushing my own elevator button, bro. I'm never gonna pay somebody to push an elevator button for me. I don't care if I'm a billionaire. I'm always gonna push my own elevator button. Even if there's a guy assigned to do that job, I'll be like, "Excuse me, Sergio, I want to push my own elevator button. Sorry for your loss. Here's a."
What he's trying to say is, once he gets rich enough to have his own limo, he's going to drive his own limo.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
like,
In the back, all the hose and I like it. I should get my chauffeur's license. I still haven't got my fucking motorcycle license yet. I still haven't got it.
He's going to put his
Joey,
ketchup,
show the video. Show the moped
he's going to
video.
put his own ketchup next to his fries, not on them. He's not going to have somebody do it for him.
Oh, now speaking of weird food trends, I love getting chips, putting them in the oven, and then obviously cooking them and everything, but then putting them in sauce and then putting them back in the oven.
Okay, I like to infuse the sauce in there. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Oh, mate, that's so nice.
I'm kind of burnt out.
Infusion is something I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with infusions, so.
I'm not gonna lie. We go out to eat quite a bit. So like fries, I guess call them chips. I'm burnt out on them, man. Every place you go, this feels like the guy gave you so many. Where are all these fucking potatoes coming from, dude? This is so much. Like it's like I want to order wings. Like, oh, you want wings and fries? I'm like, no, just wings. Oh, you can't order the wings unless you get the fries, motherfucker. I don't want all these extra fries. I just
really?
I other fry. Yeah, B-dubs is like that sometimes. You can only get the wings if you get wings and fries. You
can't. Dude, I had Buffalo Wild Wings the other week, and they never dropped down on my throat. I was like, and I had two entrees. One was a chicken sandwich. One was like their brisket burger. So I was like, you know what? One, I don't want fries on it. They're like, that's okay. And they gave it to me in this small ass fucking container. They didn't give me. It was like a quarter of a fucking potato. That's what it was. Maybe a third. Who knows?
Now,
they're pretty stingy with the fries, at least here.
Domino's wedges, right? Domino's wedges in the US, are they crispy or do they come out like they've been microwaved?
I don't know. I've had them.
We call them JoJo. Up here in Cleveland, we call those JoJo potatoes.
Oh, JoJo's from. I don't know. I've never had them.
From Domino's, I've never actually had JoJo's, so I don't know. I don't know if the Domino's around here has JoJo's, but they, you don't want them out of the microwave. You want them crispy. A lot of times,
the thing is here, unless you're going to fucking Shakey's, you usually get those out of gas stations. You get them out of 76s.
The Sunoco down the street has them, dude. It's let me move this mic back a little bit. Yeah, the Sunoco down the street has them, and the cool thing is, they're like $8 for $2, something like that. But they always give you a bunch extra because they've been sitting up in the window for a little bit.
Don't care. They don't fucking care.
Those are good. My whole family loves those things, bro. The wedges, we call them JoJo's, are so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's hardly a bad call.
Do you guys have Cornish pasties?
Do we have what?
Cornish pasties.
Let me look this up.
Basically, pastry
Does this involve
wrapped
a
in.
Cornish hen?
Basically, pastry wrapped in. It would have like meat inside it, potatoes.
I don't know, but you already got my interest.
Yeah.
There's one in Arizona. It says there's one in Tempe, Arizona, and I've been to that. I used to live out there, so. But it's been like a while. Cornish Pastry Company, Tempe, Arizona, West University Drive. Let's just see if they can sponsor the show. But Cornish, let's read what it is. For those All right, let's read what it is for those who don't know what it is. Here, bear with us.
I like the way you think, man. I'm just saying.
Right. You always got to think everything is a sponsor, bro. You never know. What if somebody's never heard about this?
You never know what's gonna happen. Hey,
mate, Cornish pasty is so damn nice.
Opportunity.
All right, here we go. A patsy is a British baked pastry. It's a traditional variety of which is particularly associated with Cornwall, which is hence Cornish. If you didn't know, Cornish, southwest England, but has spread all over the British Isles. It is made by placing an uncooked filling, typically meat and vegetables, on one half of a flat, short crust pastry circle, folding the pastry in half to wrap the filling in a semicircle and crimping the curved edge to form a seal before baking. So think of kind of like a pierogi.
Okay, so there is a cooking process for this, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they look really good. They look really good. It's kind of imagine a baked or a chicken pot pie, but in pierogi form is kind of what I'm looking at here. It's kind of what it looks like. It's really good. It looks really good.
That sounds like the biggest pierogi in the fucking galaxy.
Honestly, that's if you go into Google and type it up and look up the picture, it looks really good. It looks really cool, man. I might actually have to look into making those. There's a place out. It says there's a place in Arizona that makes them. Maybe there's a franchise opportunity. Who knows?
Yeah.
Hey, who knows, man? Hey, keep your options open. Yeah.
Exactly. It says do screens frozen. Yeah, I think it is. Unless he's staring at his dick or something. He might be staring at his dick. The crimped edge was allowed with minors to eat. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so shit, his screen did freeze.
So the hands could eat them. They probably didn't eat the crimped edge. They just stole that part away. That makes sense. Good stuff. Get a little bit of history there. Sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little. Whatchamacallit. I don't know if I'll go all the way till 9 o'clock when they're dropping it because I'm getting hungry. I mean, fuck. You know what I mean? So.
Should we talk about more food to
right, that's the problem too. We're talking about and looking up food like fuck. It's talking to me for 2.5 hours and I haven't had any food. It's like I'm starving, bro.
What kind of toppings do you like in your pizza, man? I'm just asking.
I like beef. I like beef, and the kids don't like it. The kids don't like beef and steak. I love steak and pizza. Cheesesteak.
Well,
there's this place in fucking New Jersey, dude. It's called Giordano's Pizza, and they had this half sheet I used to get, and it was
Giordano's.
Giordano's. Giordano's. Yordonnas. It's like an
Italian.
And they would have this half sheets of.
I thought it was Giordano's, but somehow the GI was silent.
They would just throw on fucking cheesesteak and fucking provolone. Oh, it was so good. And there was salsa to use. Fuck, that thing was amazing. I would get one almost every day. I would get one of those when I walk into work.
That is my idea. That is my idea of what a pizza should be like.
Yeah. There's some people in this chat that think bananas should be on pizzas. Bananas.
You wanna know a fucked up thought about that?
What?
That's probably better than pineapple. Just saying. If you want pineapple on your pizza, you're probably a commie. Just saying. That's like a calling card.
Well, I mean, you could put there's hundreds and hundreds of theoretical toppings on pizzas that you could put. I mean, there
are.
The fact will people buy them? I mean, the sales don't lie. I mean, nobody buys fucking pizzas with anchovies. Few people get pizza with pineapple. I mean, is it considered a topping? Who cares? Nobody buys it. I mean, it's like if a comedian's not funny, doesn't make anybody laugh. Is he a fucking comedian? I don't know. I mean, he's booked on a comedy show. I guess technically he's a comedian. If nobody laughs, same thing with pizza. I mean, toppings on pizza. If nobody buys it, is it really a topping?
Well, it's still a topping. It just depends on whether people get it or not.
Some things like jalapenos. I don't mind jalapenos in certain environments. I
mean, toppings is a noun. So it can go on pizza if people choose to. The question is if people choose to get them.
right? I mean, it's sometimes too if you have a pizza and you use a different like sauce, like a cheese or something like that instead of a regular pizza sauce, like a garlic butter crust or whatever. You could have different melt toppings and make it really good. There's this place up by me called Dina's. If you're ever in Cleveland, man, remind me, I'll take you to Dina's. And they got great wings, but their pizzas, the pizza
It's
of
a
the
day.
there's always something phenomenal. Like they had the fucking pierogi pizza, and they had the there was another one. It was just fucking great, dude. The way they did the crust and everything. Oh, it's fucking phenomenal.
Well, that's the thing. If America actually
Well,
did
I'll
it
tell you
right,
what.
you could actually have more fresh food than you actually eat.
Oh yeah.
We already
Like,
have a
the
lot
amount
of fresh
processed
food here. We just don't. I mean, a lot of people actually do cook, for themselves. You just don't see that in the media. So you just see the fat Americans is going up for fast food and all that bullshit. And that really isn't the case. I mean, I myself am like the worst example because that's what I've been going for. But that's because it's been too fucking hot to cook here. It's like most of the time I cook my own fucking food, and most of it's healthy stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. That's true. I think on that note is we got to get some pizza, some pure pizza. All right, guys, I am going to cut this because I'm fucking starving. I'm not going to lie. Thanks for Bacon for coming up. Who else was up earlier? Doof was on here.
Thank you for having me.
Who else? Somebody was on earlier.
Shah.
Oh, Char was up. Char was up. Was there anybody else?
Shower's here, yes.
I think I was it. Char. Thanks
I'll
for
have to
coming
go
out.
find her at some point. Apparently, she has her own, outlet here. So
salute to the exclusive members who were up in here. Captain Bapton, much love. As always, who else was out there? Mick was in the chat too. Love all you guys. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. I got former Boise State quarterback Jared Zabranski coming on. I don't have a time yet because he's not the most prompt in responding to Instagram messages, but it is what it is. But he did say Wednesday, so I'm thinking 5:30. So watch out for that. And there's
you're making it is what you're saying.
Yeah, just follow the show. I mean, most of you guys get the notification, you see what it is. So we'll see you around and have a good day, man. I don't know what the Watson thing's going to be. I know I was hoping to break during the stream, but I mean, food takes over and I'm fucking starving. So we'll probably, I guess we should go around the panel. Final predictions. What do you think it's going to be? I'm going to go with 6 games is going to be my prediction. What do you think there? Everybody else?
I'll go with what you said.
What talking about.
Bacon, what do you got? How many games do you think he's going to be suspended for, bud?
What game again?
DeShaun Watson is supposed to be suspended today. How many games do you think it's going to be?
Let's just go with 3. That's a raw number.
3. Okay, what do you think, dude? How many games you got?
How many games in the season you got left?
There's 17 games in a season. So how many games do you think he'll be suspended for?
I don't even know what he got suspended for, to be honest.
I'll go for 8.
8 games? Okay, that actually might be it. All right, cool. Well, the dude should break at 9. So if you guys see it before I do, let me know. And peace. We'll talk to you later. Bye.